Okay. $19 Fortnite card. Who wants it? And yes, I'm giving it away. Remember, share. And trolls, oh, don't get blocked.
Perfect. So
Ring.
is that's the best way to start one of these. Um, so is everyone good? Everyone do what they need to do?
Yes.
It appears so.
All right. We'll go ahead and do some roll call, and we'll get right back into the thick of things. Um, Ambrose de Baby the Third,
Yes.
Balazar,
Ah!
Mr. Fortnite Card,
I am crying behind a tree.
Drogos,
In the next 50 hours.
all right, Bug,
Howdy!
and Mr. Hernandez.
Pack in the mail. Let's go.
You got it. All right. So
Let's go!
let's go. Okay. So
Let's go.
let's go. But
You're not the baby.
I'm the real baby.
Stop.
all right. So
Silence.
you guys have just took a look to the side, and you have seen the light shining up towards the moon. And most of you have understood what this means. Some haven't, and Seward is now looking with you, and he kind of turns to look at everyone's expressions, and after a couple of moments, he just kind of butts into the silence, and he says, "So, do you do you know what that is, and what happened here tonight to my crew are linked? Does anyone know what's going on?"
Well, definitely linked. Probably, at least.
Damn.
Moon's kind of
What's
mad at us.
linked?
Have you ever had problems with skeletons killing you before?
No. In fact, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time, wee laddie. We always have an occasional roundhouser come in here and try and stir things up, but we always take care of it, old Alfred. And he kind of turns and looks towards the door, and you see the limpless like body that you have all glossed over, the body of Alfred on the ground. His body is there fine, but you notice that every last one of his tentacles, including his leg ones, have been severed, and they're just laying there with swords in each of the tentacles' hands. And Sewer just quickly like jerks his head away to not look. Alfred took care of him. Oh, Mr. Undertow, you were a good one. Bartholomew, will you get that one for me? And Bart rushes over and starts, burying Alfred as well.
Bug covers
So-
his mouth like he's in shock, but he's actually just covering up the fact that his mouth is watering, looking at tentacles.
So I take it you know what went on here? Or something about that? We haven't had anything like this before.
I figured we were done. I figured after it stopped raining fucking blood, it wouldn't be a problem anymore. But apparently, no. It just wanted us to deal with its other problems first.
I don't even get to eat any of the blood this time!
I thought you said the blood tasted awful.
It was kind of sour, but it was free.
I'm sorry, my dear laddies, but you said raining blood?
Yeah!
We went.
That's. And that had to do with that? And he's pointing towards the moon and the beam going up towards it.
See, a while back, we killed a agent of the moon god who was searching for an heirloom. Right after, the moon turned blood red, and it started raining blood.
Well, to be fair, all of us didn't kill it. Him, you know.
All right, yeah, I have.
Drogo smelted one of them, and Humorous shot the other.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to that again. Gravekeeper, yes. He caused this?
Not really.
It was a group effort. We didn't.
It was a group effort.
We didn't realize the
I
moon
was not involved.
sentient. Yeah, this was before we
guess
met
it was an old
Elf and High and Mighty over there.
So all of these people dead right here is your fault?
No.
No, it's the moon's fault.
The moon's
It's
just mad at
100%
us.
the moon's fault.
But
The moon's haunted.
you killed the moon's agent, probably out to do something, yes?
Yeah, they wanted to kill the sun.
Oh, the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
I
trying to
hate
kill-
the moon.
Yeah, exactly.
Technically, we didn't even know the moon god was involved until right at the very end. We were
Until one of us
supposed to get
killed the
some
wizard.
amulet.
Whoa. The moon? Someone's in charge of the moon.
moon god.
It's a
Sick.
god, yes.
What is it?
I forget her name.
I would like you, Drogos and Bug, to make history checks to see if you can remember the name. All right. From what you can, from what you can remember and recall, that it had something to do with the moon god known as Sehanine, and it is pronounced like that.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it was like wasn't it like a Sehanine or something?
Sehan-
Jaws?
Yeah.
Are we certain it wasn't Sam Hyde?
I think that's like an insult in Draconic, isn't it? He can't keep getting away with this.
Out of character, real quick, is the moon just called the moon, or does it have a name?
It's
It's
the
just
moon. It's just
Okay.
the person who is trying. From, I'm sure you can explain this to Mo, but actually, yeah. If anyone would like to explain to Mo and Ambrose the goal of
We should probably go
Cora and
inside
all that. No, my dear laddies, Seward kind of chimes in. I want that thing taken care of as soon as possible. Until then, I don't think the Barnacle Express will be open for a while. But we can step inside for a few farewell drinks, but I hope it isn't upfront of me to ask of ye. But my crew is like me family. I'm sure you understand that as much, and vengeance isn't something that I take too lightly. If it's all right with you fellas, and he points towards the moon and the beam. That looks like that's going over the Bresson Mountains. Earlier we were talking at the bar. I told you about how I went up there and they're a great beast. I want to make sure that that gets taken care of. So you may need a guide to guide you up there if you would be willing to have this old salty dog with you.
I mean, more the merrier, am I right?
Ambrose.
Honestly, I'd prefer to have my old clam friend Bartholomew with us, but it's up to you.
Oh,
no,
yes, Balzar?
I couldn't drag old Bart into this. He's just a chef. He isn't that big on fighting. He's just there to, keep us all afloat.
Whatever, Ambrose, whatever happened to that small mountain of supplies you bought before we went to deal with Gygax?
Oh, I left them at Warm, I think. I think we should have a few potions, but all the food is gone. I'm afraid to say if you're hungry.
No, it's just if we're trekking all the way up a mountain, we might want extra food.
No, don't worry about that, me laddies. Bart will cover us on that front. We've got provisions if that's what you're worried about.
Hey, Seward, I have a question.
But yes, what is it, my tiny little friend?
Do you happen to have like a hand crossbow handy? I really like them when I try to do some revenge. I'm a big hand crossbow kind of fan. And
Oh, oh man, hearing that. Ooh. Oh, you remind me of my son, little one, and he pats your head, Bug. Oh, I'm sure he has some of his lying around here. He's a big fan of them, too. Let's step inside and I'll go check and see. And he
Let's go
comes
shoot
inside.
and kill someone.
And as you all, does everyone else go inside?
Yeah.
I think I'm still behind the tree, so.
All right. Do you wish to stay there because you would see everyone looking towards that direction and going inside?
I'll slowly get up and start to walk in.
Okay. As you go in, Seward just rushes upstairs in going to one of the back rooms while Bartholomew is behind the counter just making like drinks for all of you. So for you guys who are already in there and Brock when you get in there, he gives you each like a glass of the cider of the sea, and if you drink that, you'll get a long rest. So if everyone would like to do a long rest. And also after that, Bartholomew just weakly looks up towards all of you and kind of like looks around and says, "Would you happen to have water skins? I can set you up some for the road."
Balasar will hand him his water skin.
Ambrose will as well.
I
Jonas
don't
will
have
as
a
well.
water
As
skin.
will I.
I have this thing, and I try to hand him a human skull.
And Bart fills up all your water skins who like give it to him. You all have like a pocket one, like a pocket little thing of cider of the sea. If used in combat, it'll heal 2d10s plus your constitution, but outside it's a long rest, one time use. Um, and when he looks towards Bug, he says, "Oh dear, I'll get you one of these." And he reaches underneath the like the counter and gives you a small tiny little flask with a screw on lid, and he screws it off, puts a little of the cider in there and hands it to you. I need to go. And he hurries off into the back room and just slams the door with him.
I didn't even get to pay him for it.
Oh, there's no need for that, laddie. And you turn, like all of you turn, because the way the bar's situated, like the stairs go up over the bar to the top room. And Seward's walking down, and he has a small hand crossbow and a little small quiver of arrows. "Oh, these were my son's favorite. This was his first one, you know." And he hands he hands you this hand crossbow
Whoa!
with a small engraving on the bottom that says just Shattuck on it, and he hands you the quiver, which seems to have about 20 bolts in it. Use it well for me, okay? You're carrying the Shattuck name with you today, my boy. First I gave you
I will do this lightly.
I gave you my calling shell, and now you got my son's hand crossbow, so I guess that's one way for me to show that I trust you all, and I hope you all trust me to come with you, and I'll help out where I can. I know the old shorter fella, he doesn't seem too happy with me, but hopefully you'll let him know that I'm sorry if for anything that we may have done. About this time, I think Brock, you came in,
Yeah.
and there is a mug on the like the bar for you, and there's also a flask filled for you if you don't have a water skin.
All right, yeah, I'll grab that. And it is pretty obvious that Brock had been like crying
Yes,
because his face is still red.
and Seward's gonna just as you pass by him on this like he's still on the stairs coming down, and you're walking in. He just kind of solemnly looks at you and then turns his head away to not make eye contact. So, the Evereston Mountain's gonna be a long trek, but we, I mean, with the severity of the attack, you can tell that Seward's trying to hold back like his pain from watching all of his crew pretty much go, except for a few members. we need to take care of this as soon as possible, lads. I don't know if there's going to be more attacks or not, but we don't want anyone else getting hurt. I don't think I can bear with that, especially not old Bart or the rest of the fellows. So I know it's going to sound rough, but I think we ought to head out as soon as possible. We can camp out in the woods. There's a nice clearing towards the north on our way.
What is our plan, though? Are we just going to go and fight the moon god? How do
Yep.
you do that?
Whatever choice do we have, laddie?
I'd rather not die.
Ambrose, you want to know how to fight the moon god?
How?
You hit it really hard,
But
multiple
she's
times.
up in the sky. How do you fight the moon god?
No, the moon god isn't also the moon. The moon will stay in the sky. We have to fight someone who just is the personification of the moon.
The whole thing.
What? How do we even know that she's over there? We saw the moon thing, but like, what does that even mean?
Well, hey, it looks important.
Is it a trap? Is she just inviting us? She already wants you guys, right?
And
But now we
you
get
know
revenge.
by association.
Whatever we do, we should just do it cautiously. I think camping out in the woods is rather reckless.
Didn't we
Keep
do it?
watching things.
I like camping in the woods.
It'll be
I
fun.
agree. We'll be fine, laddies. If it's any consolation, I know you fellers probably travel a lot and you like to take watch. Please let me make it up to you, and if we're gonna do shifts, I'll take the first watch so you fellers can get some sleep. Does that sound alright with everyone here?
I mean, we had a system before with like a bell and some string. That worked pretty good.
Alright, I'll trust you to that, but I'll still stay up just in case something goes awry, I guess. Let me go talk to old Bart and make sure everything's all right with the crew before we go. You can all go outside and if it's any consolation to old Undertow, I left his boxes of weapons out there. If anyone wants to get what they want from it, I'm gonna go talk to Bart. I'll see you outside in a moment. And he goes into the back and just knocks gently on the door and Barnacle Bar kind of you see the door open a little bit and you can see a little bit of the clam head just poking out and then he opens the door and Seward and them are talking.
I'll go look in the box.
All right. Would you like to do
We'll also look in the
make a
Just gonna go outside,
perception
but not go
check
outside.
for me? Both of you? Actually make investigation checks, that would be better, sorry. Alright. And Malazar? I heard another crit. Was that
You did that.
wow, you guys
we
wow.
both crit.
Both
Wow.
crits, let's go.
Wasting the RNG this early.
As you rummage through Alfred's box of weapons, you just find the weapons of the patrons inside. You find some scimitars, long swords, daggers, a spear and a pike, a bunch of arrows, some hand crossbows sitting in there as well. Nothing too big because they seem like just simple guys who just needed weapons to protect themselves if it came down to it. There seems to be a small wooden staff in there as well, which seems out of place, but you can tell that that's just one of the other if anything, you could assume that it was Bart's, just the stick in there. But nothing out of the ordinary sticks out. But if you ask if there's something specific in there, I could tell you if it would be in there or not.
You said there was a pike.
Yes, there is a long wooden pole with the spear on the top of it as a pike. There is a pike in there.
Was there any sort of hammer at all?
Not that you can find in the box. There is no type of hammer in there.
Okay.
You do
I will not
awkwardly
take
find
anything
a
down.
sickle inside of there, though.
I'm going. Is I'm gonna sit in the chair that Undertow was in,
All right.
and I'm just gonna pull out Darthag's trick, and I'm gonna take or start to at least take 10 minutes to cast detect magic, just in the general area.
Just in the general area?
I
Or
forget
is it
the
on
range
the
of it. I will
box?
look it up.
Okay. And Balzar, was there anything that you wanted to look inside there?
I just want to take a look.
Is like Ambrose with them?
If you wish to be, yeah.
I'd like to take the sickle.
All right, fair enough. From Brock and Balzar's investigation, they've laid out all the weapons there, so yeah, go ahead and add a sickle to your inventory. It has the normal cost and weight of a normal sickle. If I remember correctly, it's a D4 damage die. I don't know if it can be used as a monk weapon, though, as far as I know.
Okay.
But it's in there.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius. And I
Sickle
detect
weapon.
everything that is magical. And I know the school of magic.
All right. As you do so, after that time has passed, as you're all waiting outside, um, you don't detect anything magical in your immediate area.
All right.
How many daggers are in the box?
There is about like maybe 8, 9 of them. It seems that they were all backup weapons for the patrons if their main weapon was lost.
Can Bug take 3 daggers?
Go for it. I don't see why not.
So, a Bug grabs the 3 daggers, and he's gonna leave a platinum piece in the box,
All right.
like a
enough.
take one, leave one kind of thing.
All right, go for it. Does anyone else want to look at the box or do anything like that?
Durgo's
Sorry, I had to. I said the box.
threshold be like, all right,
Okay.
all right. Durgo's like he's like outside, right? I assume everyone's outside, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right, Durgo's like outside, and right now he's just like fidgeting with the splinter and just like checking it out, like seeing like if any parts can come off, if he remembers any parts that can come off of it or not.
Would Mo like to look inside the box for anything, or is he just?
Yeah, most look inside the box. And I want to like really look inside that box.
All the contents of the box are laid out plainly, like on the ground. Like Brock and Balzar have taken everything out and laid it out in groups of like
Okay.
daggers, swords, and all that. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for among these weapons?
The pikes.
There is, sure enough, a couple, like 3 to 4 pikes in there.
I need those pikes for throwing purposes potentially.
See, pikes
You would-
are
you
martial.
would-
Do you have proficiency in martial weapons?
Wait, maybe I don't know what pikes are. I was thinking of like the climbing spike thing.
No. Those are pitons.
Piton. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. Actually, uh. So can you tell me again what's there?
Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Like, if you just name something that you
A
would like.
gun.
There is not a gun in there.
Damn.
There are hand crossbows in there. That's probably the closest thing you'll get to a gun.
I would love to take a hand crossbow.
All right, sure enough. And there is, beside one of the hand crossbows, there's a quiver of 20 arrows. Or bolts, really, because hand crossbows
Fantastic.
take bolts.
Alright, so. 1.
Hand crossbows are 1d6 piercing damage. So your short bow that you have would do more damage, but like you can just grab it, like there's no problem with it. From what you can tell, Seward is just fine with you using the weapons of the members and like honoring their death by using their weapons.
Mhm.
So
How heavy is a crossbow?
A hand
it's
crossbow is 10 pounds. It is worth 75 gold.
Oh damn! I gotta sell that shit later.
That is someone else's.
That is
Oh, that's true. It's
very
another
immoral,
person's.
but okay.
Damn,
That is
Can
highly
Bug
immoral.
dagger?
I can sell that shit later.
Can you repeat that? Bug, you were cutting out there.
Can Bug go back and grab like he thinks about it for a moment and goes back and grabs a fourth dagger.
Yep, go for it. Has everyone gotten what they've wanted out of the box?
Yep, I have.
Hey, does anyone have any rope?
I have string.
I've got.
I have some rope, yes.
I have some.
Can I use like? Let me think about it. And Bug starts counting on his hands. Can I use like maybe 4.5 feet of rope?
Sure, and Balsar is going to cut off 4.5 feet of rope.
Alright, fair enough.
Right. Bug's gonna start working away in the corner while everyone else is doing their stuff.
While that is going on, about this time, the door kind of opens a bit, and you see Mr. Shattuck step out into the group, and he seems a little bit more calm and collected as he looks among you, and he sees all the weapons strewn out on the ground, and he just looks to all of you. Have you gotten what you wanted from the old Barnacle Express's wares?
I believe so.
I believe so. Thank you, sir. These will be used to kill people who have wronged you very brutally.
I have no use for these anyway. I prefer using my own two hands to take care of things, so I'll just, And he starts, like, putting the weapons back into the box and leave that there for the good ones. And,
Have you ever heard of, like, brass knuckles? You might like those.
What's a brass knuckle?
It's
Or like a wrap around your hand.
yeah,
Like
it's like a piece of metal that you put your fingers into, kind of like a glove, but it makes the like kind of like a flat surface where your knuckles would be, and it hurts a lot more than fists. I've seen kyanite knuckles. I have seen adamantine knuckles. I have seen wood knuckles.
Oh, well, that takes away from the strength of the man now, doesn't it, you little one? What's the point of sending a message to someone with your fist if they aren't the things that's hitting them?
All right, yeah, no, that makes sense.
When you fight someone, you want to fight with purpose, and right now, my purpose is to avenge my crew, so I will ask you once more if you'll allow me to come with you for this.
Bug turns to everyone else like, what do you guys think? I don't want him to get hurt, but I get why he wants to come.
is still fiddling with the splinter.
I'm not stopping.
I would rather if he did not come.
I say he comes. We could use the extra muscle.
Well, even so, I think it's just like he deserves to.
Besides, the mountains is a harsh place. Have any of ye come up to Bresson Mountain? No?
One time I climbed the mountain of Victini. It was pretty wild.
Can't say
Well,
we have.
Well, I trust you. These mountains are going to be rough, and you'll need a guide. That's as far as I'm willing to go. I don't want to run into them beasts again, and it's the least I can do is just guide you there, and I'll come back here to tend to what's left of me crew if you'll give me that. I promise I won't.
I think we can travel very well on our own. We've done so far well. We've done well enough so far.
It's 2-1. He comes.
I'm gonna say no. He doesn't need to come. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
I do not think he should come.
Okay, so that's 3 no, 2 yes.
No, Mo said he was joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
So that means it's 2-2. We need a tiebreaker.
It's up to. See, who said yes?
I said yes.
I said yes.
I'll do this.
Wait, can I hear his argument again?
Shattuck comes. React with. Let's go with thumbs up for it. He comes. Thumbs down for he doesn't.
Well, Mo wants to. Can Mo speak to this person?
To Mr. Shattuck, the big shark
Yeah,
man.
I don't fully trust him.
All right. Go
Why
ahead.
not?
Wait, why?
Out of character, Ambrose wants the glory for himself.
We know.
But Seward literally said he would just guide you to the mountains and then come back. Like, he's not gonna be, like, going with you the full way.
There's probably going to be fighting there. Ambrose thinks so. Well,
Bunch
like he
of
wants his grandchildren to hear the story of how he and his friends, and not one other extra random person, trudged through the great forests and the mountains to go and kill whatever moon god. The story will come out later, but as long as it has heroic beginnings.
So who hasn't voted? Let's take a look.
Where's-
Brock and Ambrose has said no. Balazar and Bug have said yes. Drogo's Seward
He's not
comes.
listening at all. But
Balasar is going to yell for Drogos to stop fiddling with that fucking splinter and to pay attention.
Joris, when Balazar says that, Joris takes off a piece of the splinter and just like looks surprised at Balazar.
Have you been paying attention to a single word that's been said?
No, no, not gonna lie. This thing is kind of cool. So
You want the shark man to come or not?
I like having a cool shark guy here. So yeah, he comes.
All right, that's 3-2.
That's 4-2 actually. Well, I know that some folks here don't like me coming, but I won't get in your way. I'll be your mountain guide, and then I'll come back down here. I don't like going up that way, anyways. But
Take Ambrose's opinion with a grain of salt. I'm pretty sure he's just looking for glory.
well, don't we all? Well,
I can respect you, Mr. Shattuck. We both fight with our fists as honorable men. But I really think that that you not coming is just the right decision.
we'll need to be a disservice to my crew. What would they think if they knew that they got slaughtered by the hundreds and I did nothing about it?
I see your resolve.
Well, shall we make haste, laddies?
I believe we should be making our way.
All right, let's go.
Alright, if everyone's got
Let's
their things,
go!
let's go. And,
Yeah.
and, you all start heading north, I assume?
I believe it is time to head north.
Alright.
Who has the map?
I believe I've been holding on to them
Uh,
since I am the
either
cartographer.
Ambrose or Balasar has it.
I think Balasar would, because it's like the original Plague-Lad map. So
Right.
I'm gonna go over and to him and see if I can kind of figure out what mountain we're actually going to, like if it's actually on the map.
Go ahead and make a investigation check. From what you tell from looking at the light in the sky and towards the mountain ranges, it is like Seward said, it looks like it's going directly over the Brisson Mountains.
So is that the mountain range north of the desert, or is that the one next to Mortem Dur?
It is the mountains next to Mortimer, if I remember correctly. Let me scroll and look at it.
I'm about to
It is-
post it.
It is the mountain range to the right across the river. And let me put on the music I had planned for you guys leaving. There we go.
I'm gonna look to Mr. Shattuck and ask if he has like a cloak or something.
Oh, I got the one in my bag, if that's what you're needing, young lad. I'll be happy to give it to you. And he reaches and hands you a small cloak. It's old
Okay.
and tattered and is a little bit grayish brown.
Could it, like, if I wear it right, cover my face?
Yes.
Like, does it have a hood?
Yes, considering how large of a man Seward is, and for a cloak to fit him, it would definitely fit you.
Okay. I will put it in my backpack.
All right.
While walking, Drogus is still like fiddling with the splinter, and then he's going like it's in like 4 separate like panels or 5 separate panels, and then Drogus is going to like slip off the backmost one.
All right.
Yeah. So we're heading off then, it seems.
Yes, you are heading north, and it is getting to. It's getting real late. Like, it is about 1 to 2 in the morning at this point, and about 2 to 3 miles north, you come across a clearing, which Seward has mentioned to you, and you are back. I will move you there. You are back at camp. It's a different one, but I'm using the same map because it's the same general layout. You are back at your camp, and you all settle down for the night. Is there anything that anyone would like to do?
Bug would like to take his backpack off and use prestidigitation to clean it real quick, get all the gore that's been melting in out of it. New spring clean, start new me kind of thing.
Fair enough. I'm guessing.
Ambrose will.
Mo, you set up your security system,
Or like I'm doing it right now, right?
your bell and string. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You don't have to cut any string or do anything to do that.
Sick.
So, Bug, you're cleaning. Mo, you set up your thing. Ambrose, what did you want to do?
I'm gonna walk off into the woods and practice the katan.
Alright, fair enough.
Mo is looking to see where he walks off to. Keep an eye on Ambrose.
Fair enough, you can see that he's heading in a straightaway direction away from the group.
Cool.
Balazar, do you wish to do anything?
Nah.
I'm going to go and lay down next to. Is there like any like large rocks anywhere, like kind of just jutting out of the land?
There's small ones, but not ones that are big enough for you to reliably rest on.
Then I'll just like go probably like 50 feet away from camp and put the cloak on where it covers my face, and I will lay down kind of hunched up next to a tree.
Alright. Is that where you plan on sleeping?
Yes, it is.
Okay, outside of the thing, got it. So, Drogos, what did you say you wanted to do?
Is like still like fiddling with the splinter, and at this point he's taken off like the back panel on it. He's gonna try and like siphon some like the remnant like draconic power in the splinter just to see like what happens, because he thinks he has under control at this point.
Fair enough. Alright, is there anything else that anyone wished to do before we go into the sleep shift?
Bug was fiddling. I guess we can just talk about it when it's relevant, with the rope and the daggers. So.
Alright, Brock, you plan to sleep outside of the alarm system. Ambrose, do you eventually come back to sleep in the group?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mo, you're sleeping in the camp with everyone else. Like, is everyone sleeping in the security system except for Brock?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, once again, I'm going to iterate that during sleep shifts that if your character is asleep, then of course they don't talk or commentate, it just makes conversation easier. So that's going to be going on, so I'm going to cut the music really quickly. And the first shift starts with Seward staying up. Like he said, he tells you all before you go to sleep, y'all get some rest. I'll keep watch, even though this system you have seems to be working pretty well. But I hope you'll trust me to keep you safe during the night. And about 2 to 3 hours pass. Brock, I want you to make a perception check for me, please. In your sleep, you don't really hear anything like wake you up. You're fine and sleeping there. I would like to ask you now, did you bring your sleeping bag with you? Like
I
your
did,
bedroll?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're sleeping pretty comfortably out there. You got your cloak on that's keeping you nice and warm in the cool frigid air, and you seem to be doing just fine. Let's see. It's about another hour has passed, and everything is silent. And then Balazar, um, I want you to make a perception check with advantage for me, please. You're slowly woken up. Um, it's very faint. You can hear a faint voice going, Balazar. Balazar. And as you kind of wake up, you look around, and the first thing you notice is that Subert is passed out on the ground. You can see that there's tears, like, r- yes, it is. This is that moment. But you just see him, like, from what you can tell from looking at him in your like days, that he was watching over, but like he passed out of like heartache, and that he's like you can see like dried tears down him. Um, Everyone else that you look around seems to be asleep, and out in the distance, about 10 feet from camp, you seem to see a cloaked figure step forward with a voice that sounds oddly very, very familiar to you. Balazar. Wake up, Balazar.
Who the fuck? No, it's not.
Wake up,
Please.
Joe Biden. But
Sorry.
the
Sorry, wake up.
the cloaked figure steps a little bit forward, and he looks around the group. That elf. Why don't you kill him, Balazar? You and I both know what they did to Nemonis, and that city that we were sent to protect. Why are you traveling with someone like that?
Can I roll insight to see who this is?
Yeah, go ahead, make an insight check. From what you see, it looks like it's a dragonborn wearing a hood, although its features are like very hidden in the dark and with the cloak on as they step a little bit closer to you. Balazar, I need to talk to you. It's very important. I don't have much time to do so. I've been sent here to talk to you, and I don't want you to wake the others. It's very important that you and I have a little talk.
Balasar like has his hand on his longsword. What?
The figure steps over the trap, and it doesn't go off. Even though like his back leg passes right through it, there is no setting off of the trap. And the hooded figure gets closer, and it takes off its hood. And in front of you, Balazar, you see a black dragonborn standing in front of you with disheveled facial features. And it's then that it hits you. The person standing in front of you and sounds very familiar to you. And as it takes off its hood towards you, it leans real close. Like the shocked look on your face, it gets really close to you so that its head is right to your side. So, like, the whispering in the ear is like that. And he says, I am Raslab, and I am your end. And I want you to roll a 1d4 for me, please. If you wouldn't mind rolling a 1d4 for me. You take 2 points of slashing damage as you feel a coldness hit you, and as you look down, you see that there is a dagger plunged in between the chinks of your armor, and it's starting to bleed all over the dagger. And as you look back up at the figure, it's you. What you see is yourself, but different. The way that it talks is just the same as you. The tone is the same. The only difference being is that instead of a dragonborn like yourself, it's a black dragonborn. They have whitish eyes that just glow in the dark, and it just looks at you and says, "You shouldn't have left Nemonas, Balazar. Now you will feel pain." And as he says pain, the figure takes a step back. The dragonborn opens up its mouth, and you see this like reddish light form, and a blast of fire comes flying at you. Can you make a dexterity check for me, please? All right. Take 5 points of fire damage. And I would also like you for now to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
How do I do a saving throw?
It's saved in the check and then with disadvantage. All right. Balazar, as this figure that looks just like you bails this huge flame at you, your vision goes blurry, and everything around you goes silent. Everything is dark. And then, slowly but surely, this crackling sound comes. Burning flames. And it gets louder, louder. So much louder that you can't even think. There's just flames everywhere as you look. You look around, and I would like you to make a perception check for me, please. As you look around in this disturbing whatever it is happening to you, you look around and you look down at yourself, and it's strange. You see yourself wearing your old guard clothing, like your old armor and everything, and you look around and there's buildings that you recognize from that place. There's fire everywhere. Every single building you look at is a burst in flames. There's bodies all over the ground, them also on fire. You hear screams of children and men and women and your fellow soldiers burning out all over the place. And you just feel helpless. This helplessness just comes over you and you fall to your knees looking around. You want to cry, but the pain's just too hard. You're hardening your resolve of not thinking of that place. And as the screams and fire and everything grows louder, you look around the city that you once know, and there in the flames are shadows. And as you look towards them, you can see shadows of elves laughing and pointing. And what you can tell is being stuck up in their ways that you know them to be, the ones that attacked your village at least. And they all turn and look at you, laughing and pointing. And suddenly, you're back. And the figure of this being in front of you is staring you down, cackling. "Don't wake them, Balazar. If you wake anyone else, this will be what wonderful agony you will start. Oh, this is between you and me, my friend. You and me." Would you like a picture of this being, Balazar?
Hit me.
All right, let me grab the picture of Rosalov for you. And with that, I will also like to start combat. So I will start that in just a second. All right, if you want to go, actually, sorry, I'll end and then begin again. All right, begin. Let me grab the image. It's lagging. Just give me a second. I apologize, Matt. It's weird.
It's good.
And let me grab it for you. It's loading. I apologize. If you want to go ahead and join combat. show him on the map for you. All right, there he is. Can you see him? All right. Before we begin, I will put on the music. And combat has begun between you and what you can assume to be your doppelganger. And let us begin.
Ballister is going to draw his long sword and slash in his face.
And sure enough, you cleave like right into his face, just cutting straight down across from above the eye, right down through the nose, down to the bottom of his cheek. And he just looks at you, this just warily smile on your face, and then he opens his mouth a little, and you're stopped again. I would like you to make another wisdom save with disadvantage. I forgot to give you the effect beforehand, but I'll let you do another wisdom save for it. Alright, fair enough. His mouth opens and a little flicker of flames come towards you, but you've hardened your resolve to whatever's in front of you, and you avoid being frightened by the creature that stands in front of you. I will say that I meant to give you the frightened status for failing the first wisdom save, but I'm going to be okay with it, so if you just make your next attack with disadvantage. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sure.
And it is now Rosalob's turn. He's going to step up towards you. He swings his greatsword right down and cleaves into your shoulder. It's sticking inside, like it just sticks in, and he just yanks out and looks you dead in the eye. What'll it be, Balazar? You can't stop me. Why don't you wake up your friends? They can't stop me either.
I kill killers that can kill you too.
It is now your turn. And his your longsword comes hurtling towards him, and he takes his greatsword and starts spinning it around in circles, and your two swords clash as he just cackles towards you. You can't stop me. Is that the best you can do? It is now Rosalob's turn. He's gonna attack you again. He slashes into you once more, the same spot cleaving even deeper. What'll it be, Balazar? What will it be? You never stood a chance in Nemonis. You're nothing, Balazar. You're nothing without me.
Okay. First things first, Balazar is going to pop the lid off of his water skin, and he is going to drink 1 pound of cider of the sea.
Drinking any of it will consume all of it.
Okay, then I guess I'm consuming all of it anyway. Never mind.
That's 2d10 to your health.
Good.
If you wish to use it. That's a bonus action if you wish to use that.
I'm using it.
Alright. Let's see. It's still IHP for PCs, correct, Joe? I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure you said plus con, or is that not?
Yeah, it is. So what's your con modifier? It's 3, I remember from your sheet earlier, so I'll give you 15. Alright, there you go. It's still your turn, Balazar, by the way.
Okay. Would applying the fire oil to my sword count as a bonus action?
Yes, which you
Okay,
just
then
used
that-
to drink.
Then that's going to wait till next turn. I haven't taken a long rest, so I don't have any lightning. I have the spear. Balasar is going to take the javelin he got from Genghis Mangus, and he's going to hurl it at Razalab, saying Galarn as he lets it go.
That's a ranged weapon, and what's the ruling for javelin? Because you and him are 5 feet apart, so when you have disadvantage throwing a ranged weapon at him.
I can back up.
Backing up would bump into Brock or Seward, and it would probably set off the alarm system.
Okay, let me look at...
Unless you want to wake everyone up, that's up to you.
It can also be a melee weapon.
Okay, yeah, if you want to melee him with it.
Yeah, I'm going to melee him with it, and I am going to activate it by just quickly saying Galarn as I do so.
Alright, go ahead. Alright. And this javelin pierces straight into him. Where do you want the javelin to go?
Right into his chest.
It plunges directly into his chest so far that it comes out the other side. You see? Like, it's like straight in there out the other side. And he's, like, as you plunge into him, you look up at him, and there doesn't seem to be any sign of it having an effect on him. Like, although you can tell you have mortally wounded him, he's still looking at you with this crazed look as he's looking at you.
Because I used the activation word, it also does lightning damage.
Alright. Is that added on top?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it is. If you look, do you want me to give you the stats again?
This is actually, this is perfect, Balazar. This is perfect.
Please, Brian, if you can send that to me again, and I will send it to Michael. Or you can just send it to Michael.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind doing that real quick.
No problem.
Also, I don't think Brock is right behind Balasar. He's off in the woods, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to clear that up. I'll just move you, like, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look at this. I'm gonna click on this really quick. It's a magic weapon, okay. Alright, yeah, go for it. Actually I need to roll the DC 13 Dexterity save, but if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and roll the 46.
A D4 and a D6?
It's a 46.
A D46.
No,
Okay.
4d6.
Oh, I'm here.
4 6-sided dice.
A 46-sided die. You got it, boss. 18.
I don't even need to make the check. You just straight up killed this man. But as the the way that it's described as a lightning bolt hitting him before turning back into a javelin.
Yeah, so basically, the reason he says his word is to activate it, and in the moment it activates, metal becomes lightning. As soon as it hits the target and does its damage, it immediately turns back.
Alright, gotcha. So as you plunge the javelin into him, he's still looking at you, and I want everyone to make a perception check who is asleep in the area, please.
Hell yeah, Bug is a sleepy boy.
Can everyone else do it, please?
Are you gonna roll for Seward?
Yeah, sure I will. I'll just roll a d20 for him. And I know what his modifier is. Okay. Yeah, if you want
I'm
mine,
50
Brock.
feet away, so okay.
Yeah, it's loud enough. So, Malazar, as you plunge this javelin straight inside of Rasalob, it lets out a loud thunderclap from the lightning striking him and sending shocks through his body, and he just looks at you. You did it now, Balazar. You did it now. And he crumples down onto the ground, and he smiles up at you. It's already begun. And his body disintegrates, much like the skeletons that you have just fought earlier, and he fades away.
If you were really, you would have dodged that.
The people who, let's see, Drogos, Ambrose, Mo, and Brock, you all are just wide awake after that one. You just are jolted away by the sounds of a thunderclap that you can, like, remember hearing before as, Balazar has, like, you know, he used his breath attack of lightning onto trees and made them splinter. It's that same sort of sound as it jolts you all awake, and now you are all awake at the campsite, except for Brock, who you awoke outside.
So, getting target practice in there.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Explain that.
It was but not.
As you're trying to explain, Balazar, everyone around the camp, you hear footsteps walking your way. These just seem to be getting closer.
Ambrose is going to kick everyone awake.
I'm going to
Like
start
tap him with my
scanning.
foot.
I'm going to start scanning the tree line, trying to figure out where it's coming from.
I'm gonna try to stay hidden.
Bug's in big time sleep. Does he wake up?
You are woken up, I believe, by Ambrose and Balazar are waking people up.
Ambrose, why you kick me?
Ambrose just
Wake up.
planted his boot in your
Why?
chest.
Those are fucking things in the trees.
Like
They're
animals?
coming.
Or
No.
like zombies?
I don't know. Just get up, please.
Okay.
And one by one, as you're all making loud noises, you all start to see figures start walking towards you. Each
Ah!
line. And
It's
even Brock, you see people, you see a figure walking towards you as well.
it's dark out right now. Is it like really dark in the area we're in?
Yes, it is. The only light is the campfire, which is fizzling out slowly.
We're just gonna tap the ground and cast light.
Alright. It is now as light as the map shows. Sorry, I didn't make a campfire night one. They didn't have the assets for that. But it is light out, and you see these figures walking towards you. And Balazar, as you're looking at these figures approach you, you just get even more like scared and feared as you see the faces of people you recognize walking towards you, and you get that sense of helplessness again coming towards you as they all start to come towards you. And I will give you all pictures whenever I get to you. Brock, you wake up and you're looking around. You hear a commotion from the camp and you see a figure walking towards you. Drogos's light can be seen, but the figure walking towards you is still cloaked. So let me go ahead and add these people to combat.
Should we all join combat as well, or?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Man, Bug is surprisingly awake.
My
it's
boot
very awake.
does that.
Did my input got 8? I think my input got 8.
You might
Oh, you did it
put
in D&D and not D&D command.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, you
Yeah, because this channel is not combat in D&D.
What? No, I'm pretty sure I put it in I was adding someone to combat. I think my input got 8. but I'll
Weird.
go ahead and add. Oh my bad. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm sorry. The name spelling is weird.
Please.
Okay, and then. What? Why isn't it going? That's so weird. Did that go? Oh my god. Why? One. Thank you. God. Okay. This is gonna be a chore to add all of them, but I apologize. Just you guys can settle in, I guess.
Oh, good.
So, all right.
So let's go.
I'm noticing a pattern with name.
I'll just have to do one at the start of every single one.
Yeah, I'm seeing a pattern with these names.
So do I have this? Let's do this. Oh, and now my internet is being funny, haha, I'm being slow. That one worked. That is not what Can I edit names? Because that's supposed to be Gub.
Yeah, you might have to remove them from combat and then edit the
Remove
name.
Gov.
There.
I apologize for this taking a
Oh,
while. You all have complicated names! I'll add the easiest name first then.
Hey, wait a minute! I'm sensing a pattern here.
It said that 4 times.
Damn!
I
I
definitely
wonder what it
Ah,
could
yes.
be.
Yes,
Oh.
Vungus.
Gub Sugnov.
That sounds like a insult. It sounds like if you told someone Gub Sugnov that they'd probably try to beat you to death.
I'm gonna use that one next time I play League.
Have a new league champion, Gub Sugnov.
Gub Sugnov. Okay, who have I added? I have added Six Artlov, Gub Sugnov,
Negative.
Torb, okay, I need to do Isombre. Isorbima, that's what it is, Isorbima.
And this is where we'll be leaving off for this week.
This channel's always in combat for a week.
I mean, I think you can leave it. It's fine.
Yeah,
I read that as Obama. I don't know why.
it's close.
Orbma.
Orma.
As Orbma.
4, 5. Who do I not have? I have.
Humorous.
Oh, there is 6, right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Michael. I sent you a picture.
5. Sorry, I'm just trying to get together all these people and remove Rosalab. Okay, so let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? I have.
Well, we only have 5, right? Because Balzar took
Oh,
out.
yeah,
the
that's
thing.
right. Oh my god, thank you, Caden. Okay, so yeah, everyone is there. Let me take a look at this really quickly. See what Joe sent me. Okay, Joe.
A real worst enemy.
All right. And as the figures walk forward, it is your turn, Bug.
What's happening, guys?
You see
I think
you see a figure walking towards you. It's small in stature with a hood on, and it takes off the hood now that light is shed. Would like a picture of the person approaching you?
Sure. Why did I say that in the bug voice? I can't stop. Yeah, I would very much like a picture of that. Anyway,
I'm grabbing it. I'm sorry it's taking a moment to
It's
get
no
all the
problem.
pictures. But as I'm getting the pictures, I might as well just do the other stuff. As the figure approaches you, it takes off his hood, and you see a kobold who looks very, very similar to you, who is...
Who is that handsome devil?
It's
Oh, mama!
They look very, very like you, scarily like you. They wear all... No, not the macho grabber! Try to copy the image, please. Copy image, please. Thank you. There you go. A black kobold is strolling up to you, 2 daggers in hand, looking at you. Hello there, Bug. How you doing, buddy?
I just woke up, but I'm doing all right. How are you, handsome fellow?
You know who I am, don't you, Bug?
I'm getting a vague inclination that you might be some sort of spooky specter of me.
You think Flap really wanted to train you? Is that what you think, Bug? Do you really think he wanted to train you, of all people?
I
You're
mean,
your
whether
worst
he
to me.
wanted to or not, I think he did a pretty good job. You want to see some training? And as I say that, I'm going to try to shoot him with the crossbow.
Alright. Go ahead and attack Gub Sugnov.
Wow.
And I am close enough. I get pack tactics. Yeah! And I let loose the bolt. And as I do so, I think, man, it's my first chance to shoot and kill someone. And it gets to be me of all people. So, Bug, because the thing is, Bug knows what he looks like, and he knows how handsome he is. And he doesn't like this guy looks almost as handsome as he does. And so, when aiming, he's going to aim specifically for what he knows his weak point is, which happens to be his kidney.
Alright, sure enough, that bolt goes flying across the clearing and tags Gub directly in the side. And he just looks at you as though he didn't just get shot with a crossbow arrow. Oh, come on, Bug. Bards don't use those kinds of weapons now, do they?
I mean, it was either that or like, what do you want me to do? Will you want me to play you a song?
Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it, Bug? I wish your brother was here to hear it.
Me too, honestly. Man, hope he's doing okay. Hey, you get me? I see what you're doing. You're trying to play head games.
Is that the end of your turn, Bug?
Yeah, but he ends his turn by holstering his crossbow.
Drogos, it is your turn. You see a figure stepping out beside this other figure that Bug is conversing with, and he also has a hood on that he now takes off now that you've casted your light, and the figure steps forward towards you, revealing a black dragonborn, but different in a way that you didn't expect. He looks shockingly similar to you, but the appearance is warped to you. Who put Santa on that? Okay, whatever. But the figure looks towards you and says, "Oh, Drogos, the light to the darkness. Do you really think you're getting back to Arcosia, my friend? Do you really think you're getting back to Arcosia?"
I mean, always got my methods, you know. Funny Splinter.
That splinter is nothing but a shard of what once was. You don't even
I
have the
made
right to
myself.
wield such a thing.
No, your voice sounds kind of weird. No, you sound like you're an anime bigot.
That's very funny, since my creator gave me your voice. It's funny how things work like that, isn't it, my good friend?
Yeah. By the way, like the comma, is it named Silence by chance? Because I got Squall here. Like we could just like, not fight and just work together. Probably make things way easier.
No, that would make things easier at all. You have no business getting back to our Kojo. What makes you think I'd let you?
I mean, who knows? You clearly don't know me well enough then.
Oh, I know your name is Volthraxis.
Yeah, and it's yours, bud.
He just silently looks at you, waiting for you to make a move.
Oh, come on, you're not even gonna say the name. I'm gonna say them, and then like as I'm saying with that, I'm just gonna cast I'm gonna cast a shatter right on him.
All right, fair enough. Go for it.
I'm gonna hit I was gonna hit Gub too, because he's in the this.
All right, make an attack against him with disadvantage.
Against Gub with disadvantage.
Against Gub, yes.
Is there a way to give one person disadvantage and one person just normal?
I do not know. Is
We
there
could
a
just
way
do
to
it, like-
that, Joe?
I do not know.
I think I could just do it separately, but make it so the second shatter won't cost a spell slot.
Yeah.
That's just best I can do right now.
I mean, you can do that, and you can add the slot back.
Yeah. Oh, hey, so God, all right.
It's you know how to spell it. It's just
Yeah.
backwards. All right.
And then I'll do it on Gub too with disadvantage.
I actually found there is a command that makes it so you can only when you can do disadvantage on one specific person.
Oh.
I'll show it to you after.
Alright. And sure enough, your shatter hits in between the two of them, blasting them both back a little. But then they both get up and start walking towards you again like nothing had happened to them. And this figure looks at you and says, I am Sixarth Love, and you will never make it back to our Koja of Volthraxis.
That's not the goal. It's just you're just going to do my name backwards. God, you're such a ripoff.
A ripoff of who? You and your
Myself,
Destiny reference? Don't think
Yeah.
I don't know who you are.
You know too, dude. What class do you main? What class do you main?
Your funny silence and squall nonsense.
Even his
Dude,
doppelganger breaks the fourth wall.
dude, all right, what class you main? Come on, bud.
I main Hunter.
Come on.
Oh no!
Come on, dude.
Is that the end of your turn, Drogos?
Yeah.
It is Brock. You just hear a bunch of commotion and there is a figure walking towards you.
I'll drum my war pick and just go. And who are you exactly?
Oh, you know how exactly I am, Brothier. Hullabuzzer-linger, the bane of the Volunder Mines. You think I'm just gonna let you get back there and destroy everything that we love so much? You want to exact revenge, don't you? But it's not gonna bring her back now, will it? You want to know what's at the bottom of the mines? You'll never know. You're just a curse. All you are is just curses and nonsense. Before you steps,
I am going
a
to
person-
kill you now.
The hooded figure takes off his hood, and instead of like a dwarf like you were expecting due to the height, you find a Duragar standing in front of you, war hammerish pick in hand and a shield much like yours. You're being a little hard on the pirate, aren't you? You're still a little sensitive about it, aren't you, Brothier?
Well, I guess you probably know why. Now please just die.
Alright. side. Do you want to explain how you hit him?
I am going to just like run up and just like shove the like the blunt like top of the war pick like into his jaw.
Alright, and sure enough, it sticks in there. And it starts to. He fades out for a second, like loosening your war pick, and it falls to your side. And he's back in front of you again. He's just smiling at you with this devious smile. Oh, Brothier, oh, Brothier. If you hate the pirates so much, why don't you kill him? Make it a lot easier. You didn't want him coming anyways. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Ambrose, as you're looking around in all the confusion, you see... Who's doing that? You see a figure start walking towards you with an air of confidence. Like, you can tell that this figure is strutting up to you. Oh, Ambrose Jorgensen III! Oh, look at you out here with a bunch of nobodies. You think that this is gonna give you glory so you can run home to your dad? Do you think that's what's gonna happen?
You have no right to speak of me like that.
Oh, I do. You couldn't even pass training. But Conan sent you away. Don't you know that? He didn't want to train you. You're too weak. You don't even
I do
stand a
not care for
chance.
Conan, you fool.
Oh, do you
And I'm
think your
going-
fancy little Boris CC is gonna make you any better? And I will send you the picture of the figure really quickly. In front of you stands a man with darkish gray skin, which, looking around, you see, like, the theme of all the people that are selling you. They're dark in nature, but he talks just like you and looks just like you as he's stepping towards you. Oh, poor Ambrose. You're just a weak little kid. Let me show you how a real monk fights.
I can't fight myself. I have no weaknesses.
He just looks at you, just confused. Ambrose, who are you kidding? Your naivety will be your downfall.
I disagree with that.
Then come do something about it, don't you? And he opens like his arms up to you, like doing the come at me, and within an instant, like a quick as a flash, he's gone. You don't know where he is, Ambrose. You just look around frantically to try and find this person, and suddenly if you look on the map, he's right behind you, and he just comes up and tries to deck you in the back of the head with 2 quick swift punches. So let me... Fury of blows. And he tries to swing at you, but you just barely see it out of the corner of your eye, and you just duck out of the way as 2 quick punches go right past you, and he just holds his fist up to you. Oh, Ambrose, that's quite a surprise. I guess you were ready. The next one won't miss.
We'll see about that.
Mo, as you're just looking around, what are you thinking right now? Mr. Hernandez?
Mo
Real-
Diller.
The real DeBaby?
No, we
No,
can't.
We cannot hear you.
Ages.
Still can't hear you.
So
Unplug your mic or something, Lucas.
Are you muted? Like, and you don't know it? Weird. Does it say, like, voice connected? Are you, like, RTC connecting? This is Ohm's trick.
he's a mute now.
He's an action. Ohm is actually a computer virus.
It's okay. Before you reset your PC, you see a figure that steps up towards you, and they're not even wearing a hood. They walk up to you, and it is a spitting image of you. You look identical, so that to the point that it's very scary to you to see someone who looks exactly like you. And he looks towards you and says, "Oh, Mo, or should I say, Diller? Is that the best you could come up with? The streets taught you better than that, didn't they? Now I'm gonna show you what a real thief can do." And he's gonna run up towards you. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do his attack on you, and then you can restart your PC if that's alright. Because I may need you to do something for me.
It was like when I didn't have a mic.
Let's see. To quickly. I apologize, Lucas. The internet's being weird because I have like 8 tabs open for all of your character sheets. Oh wait, I can just do attack list, right? Yeah. Okay.
You need our help too, Michael.
And he quickly runs up, spinning his dagger in his hands, and he slashes down at your face, and it cuts across your cheek. And as his hand is like following through, he drops the dagger for a second, and the dagger perfectly lands the point, landing onto his like shoe, just dangling there. And he's gonna attempt to steal your weapon and make you hit yourself with it by grabbing it and pushing it up towards yourself. So I'll need you to make a dexterity check for me, please, while he makes a sleight of hand check. Not humorous.
You just
Not humorous. I'll just do it. How do I'll just roll 1d20. That was bad.
Exclamation point I space MC space.
Oh my lord. Humorous teleports in. He teleports
Steal
in,
some shit and then
steals
leaves.
something, and then blinks out of
Okay,
existence.
so
Imagine-
it's IMC space.
Wait, my platinum go.
he is out for revenge for stealing.
Well,
Darth
the
Vader's
name of
weapon.
the creature and then the
IMC and then sleight of hand.
yeah, I think so.
Incorrect usage. Okay, I'll just roll a 1d20 and add his modifier. 1 plus his. Let's see what Ohm's sleight of hand is. Currently, it is
Plus 12.
plus 10. So that puts him at 11, and you made a 13. So he goes to grab your weapon, Mo, and he tries and grabs it, but you just pull your hand back really quick, and he kind of slips and does a roll forward, grabbing his daggers in his hand, and he's just looking at you. You can do that whenever it's your turn, my guy. So you can go ahead and restart your PC if you need to. Ambrose, it is now your turn. The figure behind you is staring at you with his arms ready.
You are nothing compared to me and the power of Borosisi, and I'm going to grapple him and then hold him in the fire.
Let's see. You need. Let me check. I will say every single one of these people have special abilities. I need to remember if this is the one I'm thinking of.
And I have my grapple gloves.
Make it with advantage. If you already have advantage, then that does make a difference.
For advantage.
You have him grappled.
And I'm just gonna like fall over with him onto the fire and pray that Borosisi protects me from the flames.
You're both going into the fire?
Yes.
Alright. Sure enough, Ambrose, you hold on to this to this mask that looks exactly like you, and he stares you into his eye with his glowing white eyes, and you both fall directly into the fire. But oddly, you don't feel any pain, but you start to hear screaming. It sounds like it's you, but it isn't. It's coming from the person who is in the fire with you, and he starts to yell, "No, no, not my beautiful face. No, not like this. Oh, come on, Ambrose. Esorma deserves better."
And I'm gonna set up my reaction just like if he gets like I'm gonna like try to like hold him down if he tries to get out.
Alright, let me go ahead and do Alright. Alright, it is now 6 Outlaws' turn. He's gonna look at you, in turn and look at you, Drogos, and he's just gonna point at you with one finger, and he's gonna say, "Now this is true magic." And he points towards you, Drogos, and at the same time he lifts up his other hand and he's scanning the group, and he looks, and seeing as though that your shatter hit the person beside him, he's gonna point his finger towards Bug at the same time, and he's just gonna smile at you. Have fun. And like that, everything that you, like, to you, Drogos and Bug, time seems to freeze. Everyone stops. There's nothing, like, you can't move. But to everyone else who's looking around, you just see Drogos and Bug, they shine white. They just flash white and they stay bright white. And to you, to everyone that's looking, you see two beams of light appear, one in front and one behind of both Drogos and Bug. And they both arch like a staircase pattern backwards up into the stomach of Bug and Drogos. And you feel this wretched pain as there's this weird radiant energy going through you. And I will now, it's I cast for spells.
Yeah.
Yes. I cast.
What is my body double have a stand?
Man. If Bug becomes deaf, I'm going to blame you.
And this huge beam of light hits you both dead in the chest, and it knocks the wind out of you as you collapse onto the ground as this glowing energy slams into you.
It knocks more than the wind out of Bug. It almost knocks the life out of him.
Wow.
And he just smiles and looks at you. Now, what do you think of that magic, Volthraxis?
It's funny. Oh god, you're one sent by Celestials, aren't you? Probably Exarch.
It is now.
That hurt!
It's now Mo's turn.
You're talking, we can't hear you.
Mo?
Hello?
There we go.
There you are.
It's amazing.
What do you plan to do, Mr. Hernandez?
I can't click on our tower. Here we go.
Why
Okay, wait a
is there
sec.
multiple
So,
Mo Hernandez?
what'd you say?
There's just the multiple Mo Hernandez of the same variety.
I'm gonna check my backpack real quick. I want to turn around and start running, and as I do that, I want to throw some of my 999 ball bearings on the floor and try and trip him.
Who, Ohm?
Yeah, fake knockoff Hernandez.
Which way are you
Knock
running?
fake Mo. I'm gonna run that way.
Alright, and you spill them, like...
I'm gonna spill a bunch of ball bearings on the ground.
Okay, so if
Maybe,
you
like-
move that, I'll draw. Or, yeah, I think you, like, there?
I want to wait for him to start running, so maybe I'll like right here
Okay.
once he starts to run with me.
Alright. And then right about like there.
Yeah.
I'm putting a B there for ball bearings.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn? You still have your attack action.
Well, so ideally, if he does trip on the ball bearings, I want to turn around, and jump in the air, and then from above, like holding my dagger with 2 hands, I want to like stab down birds from the air on him. I don't
Okay.
spit on him.
That will be your ready action. So your ready action trigger is when Ohm slides in the ball bearings.
All right,
Then
awesome.
your attack will go off then. So we're gonna move on to the next turn then.
Okay.
It is Gub Sugnuv's turn.
It sounds
Oh!
it sounds like slur.
I'm about to die!
Also, Balzar, did you join this combat? Yes, you did. Okay. Just making sure that you got in as well.
Who am I gonna attack? Everyone else has their target.
Yeah, but you killed yours. You're now open range to do what you want. You know, maybe even the odds. Maybe that's up to you. But Gub walks towards you, seeing that you're absolutely hurt, and he starts laughing at you.
Honey!
Oh, Bug, you couldn't even handle that. Oh, Bug.
I got shot with a beam of energy! You couldn't handle that!
You know what? You
You know how many times I've been shot with beams of energy before? 3 times! That's 3 too many!
You know what? You also can't handle my poor excuse for I don't even know what to call you.
A handsome man!
And a handsome man will die today.
You are a gecko!
Ah!
No!
And as the figure walks up to you, Bug, the figure has a rapier in their hand, and they slash directly straight into you, and the rapier pokes out the other side, and this coolness comes over your body as this figure that looks just like you looks in you in the eye and says, "Have a good sleep. Oh, and tell your brother I said hey." And he rips out the rapier, and you fall collapsed on the ground. Everyone else around you, you just hear a scream, and you turn for a split second to see Bug fall over on the ground. Bug, you are currently sitting at exactly 0 HP, correct?
Yes,
So you
about
had
zero.
no-
Drunk on shit.
Right. Brock, the figure in front of you, walks towards you. Oh, Brock, you're gonna have to do a lot better than that if you want to survive. How are you gonna get revenge on all the high elves if you can't even handle something like... And he brings up his warhammer and tries to bring it down over your head. And it definitely just hits the ground in front of you as you back up. Oh, you're a lot quicker. And then, after a second, the figure looks down, and Brock, you look down with it, and you see that the figure in front of you has your old leg. Like the metal leg. And he looks towards yours. That explains a lot. I guess I wasn't so lucky now, was I? It's now your turn, Balazar.
Balasar is going to rage.
Alright.
It says I have 0 rages. I still have 1 left.
Well,
And
if you need to rage again, then we'll work with that.
I'm to make my way over to where Bug is, and I am going to Gub within striking range, or did he back off?
Both Gub and Six Artlav are in range of you, and if you turn to the left, you can see Mo running.
Okay, then I'm going to attack Gub first, because the fucker.
What are you attacking him with? Your longsword? Then you need to move up a little bit closer. Oh, actually, no, you're right. I need to move.
You should have
Gub
been down.
closer.
Okay.
So as Gub falls, does he fall like so like I'm laying forward and like our heads are like almost touching, like laying opposite, both of us dead.
No,
Because I just want to be like, fucker! As I'm just laying there with a hole in me.
you aren't dead. You're unconscious, so you can't tell what's going on. Your vision goes blurry and dark. And
I message him. I hear it, fucker.
and as you slash at the figure there, you just see the surprised look on the small kobold's face as he looks at you. What? Rassalab didn't. And then as he's about to say kill, you slash him completely in half. Like his body like slides, like like you cut him in the stomach and his innards spill out. He falls into the ground and disintegrates.
Okay, and now I'm going to attack. Oh God, let me write this name.
Before it introduced me, like, hey,
backwards.
Do you want me to kill him, or do you have it?
I got this covered.
Okay, then I'm going to run back over to Bug, and I'm going to fish around in his bag for the cider of the sea.
All right.
Does he have to do an investigation? Do you want to just know what's in my bag?
Since Bug is unconscious, you can rifle through it. Just make an investigation check with advantage, since it's Bug.
Yeah, I feel. Luckily, I just cleaned it, so you don't have to deal with any gore aside from the gore that's left on some of the heads.
You happen to find his flask in there with some cider of the sea in it.
Balasar is going to attempt to make Bug drink the alcohol.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead and roll a 1d20 for me, or actually make a medicine check. Sorry for some of these checks I forget exist.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, Bug, you have a advantage on your next death saving throw. From what you can tell, Balazar, there doesn't seem to be any immediate effect.
Fuck!
You still have. Does Rage give you an extra action, or?
Frenzied Rage gives me one extra attack.
Okay, so are you attacking anyone else?
No, it looks like everyone else has the spell in hand.
So you're leaving 6-Art Love to Drogos?
I mean, he says he has it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Unless Mo wants me to kill, his doppelganger.
I want to kill him.
Okay, then no, I'm going to stand down.
Alright.
Unless someone comes to start shit.
Out of character, real quick.
I will need you to make a death save. Just roll a 1d20 for me twice.
What?
That's
Exclamation
death
point
save.
save.
I can do 8 death saves, can't I?
Can you
Yeah,
get
you do
advantage on
exclamation
death
point save.
saves?
that.
Yes, you can.
Alright,
Yeah.
You save.
Oh, good.
And you were going to say Luke out of character?
Never mind, my question was answered.
Can I just say, this is the third time Bug's been hit with the beam of energy. It never goes well. Never
No
goes
problem.
well.
He's weak to beams of energy.
He is weak to beams of energy. I'm telling you. Like, oh, wait until you hear it the second time he got hit with the beam of energy.
Oh, let me remove Gub. He is dead. Okay, also, funnily
I'm so
enough,
sad
Seward...
his head didn't stick around or anything. I can't have it.
No, he disintegrated like...
Oh!
You all notice that Seward is still asleep during all of this.
Wow. Dude, that sleeps like a tank. Alright, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Alright, so what I do is I go up to Cesar's full, whatever.
6-Art Love. It's Volthraxis
6-Art
backwards.
Yeah, I can tell. And alright, first of all, bud, I can't trust Hunter Mains. Like, come on, everyone knows Warlock is the best. You should know this by now.
Well, that's
I
very
fucking
funny.
lied and you know it.
That's very funny, Drogos, considering you're a sorcerer.
Yeah, well, guess what? If Sorcerer was an option, D2, dude, I'd be doing it. And then while I'm saying that, I'm going to cast Burning Hands as a 2nd level spell.
Alright. You remember how to do the level 2 with the /L then too?
It's, yeah.
So it's like...
Shell 2, does that go right after Burning Hands, or is that after the target?
It's after the target. You put that at the very end. Alright. Do you want to explain what happens to this poor version of yourself?
As I'm saying, like, if Sorcerer is an option, I just, like, put my hands, like, on his, like, neck, like I'm gonna choke him out, and then just fire comes out.
You watch as bales of fire just explode from the mouth of Six Arthlov, and his eyes catch on fire, like they're melting.
Well,
and as he looks at you, he just he laughs and says, "Arcosia is dead." And you get a flash. There's a flash of light, Drogos, and you don't know where you really are currently. Things seem strange. You can't really tell where you are, but after looking around and getting your bearings, you find yourself in Arcosia. And as you look around, you start to see things how they were when you were little. You see gray dragons flying through in this beautiful city. And you even look around and you see your mother and your father, gray dragons. And then suddenly, like a flash, it all goes up in flames. You just see screaming and just death everywhere. And then just as soon as it came up, you're back. And you look around to see the dead figure of whatever this is, dead and disintegrated. I will remove.
And that's my turn.
It is now your turn, Brock.
Alright. I'm gonna take another swing. And I'm going to say, well, you of all people should know that, well, I have to kill you. And then I will have to kill the oracles. That's just how it goes. It's my destiny. And then I'm going to just take a big, like, horizontal swing at him.
Alright. And as it comes flying towards him, Brock, he catches it with his shield, and you just hear the sounds of the scraping metal as it shinks off of it. And as it shinks off, as you follow through, the figure smiles at you. My name is Ritorv, and I am the stalwart one here, not you. And he shoves his shield at your face, attempting to make a shield bash against you with his own shield. So how do I do it? It's AOO, correct, Joe?
Yes.
Okay, AOO. And then the name of the person?
Yep. Then the attack. Then minus T, Brock.
That was not his shield, I did it bad. But it missed anyways, and he shoves his shield at you, and you duck out of the way in time as he just readies himself towards you.
Alright.
It is Ibzorbma's turn. He's going to attempt to break out of the fire, but he's going to make so with disadvantage. So I'll just roll a 1d20. Not... What? Okay, whatever.
You didn't have 20.
He does not make he does not make it out of the fire, and he suffers 3 fire damage. Right. It is now Ohm's turn. He is going to just look at you, Mo. How stupid do you think I am, Mo Hernandez? You think I don't know how to get over some silly ball bear? And he's gonna step on them as he's walking towards you.
Well, you know, I didn't think you were stupid because you look like a pretty smart person, to be honest.
plus his modifier, which is 8. He made a 24 for the DC of ball bearings. That's a succeed, correct?
If a 24, yeah, I think that's a succeed on any.
So he just walks across the ball bearings and they crush underneath his feet as he's walking at you.
Oh, so our plan didn't work?
No, he succeeded the dexterity
Darn.
save to be tripped by the ball bearings, and he's gonna take out his short bow that looks very similar to yours and point at you. How about you fight like a man? Isn't that what the kids on the street used to tell you? And he's gonna fire his short bow at you.
Could you talk with your mouth a little bit less pointed in my direction? Your breath is really bad, man.
I had made him attack himself.
That works. He was
Keep
so
it-
upset by
That
my
insult
comment.
was so bad, he fucking just wanted to go.
He was so upset by how offended he was.
Would
Add,
a 25 hit? Yeah, of course a 25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it would.
Okay,
It would
so
hit one finger.
I'm sorry
Just
because I
minus
don't know
11 from him, add 11 back to all.
Okay, so
Pretty funny.
Don't do plus 11, just do, I think it's just 11, isn't it? Or is it plus 11?
it was 11 piercing, and now I need to do IHP Mo.
Although if he takes 11 damage, he'll be bloodied.
And the arrow pierces straight into like your chest, and it kind of knocks the wind out of you a bit. And as the arrow hits you, Mo, there's a flash, and you're unsure where you are. You look around, and there's 2 walls around you. And as you look further, you're in a street alleyway. And as you look around, you see the members that you used to know of, the thieves that you used to hang around. It looks like you're about to get ready for a big heist or something huge to steal something. And they all turn and smile at you. And one of them asks you, "Are you ready, Mo?"
Yes, I am.
And in an instant flash, you just look around. Everything's red. There's blood everywhere, and the members that you used to know in front of you are just dead on the floor. You look down at yourself and you see bits of your skin have been ripped out, and like little square, circular, and all kinds of holes, and your flesh is exposed. You feel this awful, horrible pain, and as a flash, you're back, and you look towards the person who looks exactly like... Please, no. I hate that. Please get rid of that. Sorry. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, Mo?
I don't know how to do that.
Exclamation point save, base wisdom. Not
Oh, I heard
save,
race.
not race.
You're fine. You resolve yourself and you aren't feared by the creature that's in front of you. The reason why I didn't do for Drogos is because he killed his target, if anyone's wondering. It is now Ambrose's turn. Are you going to continue to hold this Zorba in the flames?
I'm going to put my left hand on him and with my right hand just punch his like solar plexus.
All right. Make it with advantage.
I can't
Han
spell Ambrose
Solo.
backwards. I have to look. Zorba. Yeah, that's spelled right.
All your names actually sound pretty cool backwards,
Yeah.
except for
I'm-
Gub. Gub suck enough.
I mean, Gub was the name of someone you met during my campaign, so it is a name that is in the universe.
And I'm going to use a key point and punch him 2 more times.
He's just, as this is going on, and the more flames that lick against his skin, he just screams at you, "Ambrose, come on, man. Come on, you're better than this. This won't bring you glory."
You're not even from the temple.
What
Everyone there worships Boris CC.
But what
Do I
about
get
your
advantage on
father?
these as well?
Yes, you have advantage. And I would also like you to make an insight check to see.
Insight.
Okay, I will actually go and get it for you. Where is?
I am very insightful today. Or CC's on my side. I'm just punching people.
This is the information that you now know. And as you pummel him in the fires, he just screams before it just stops. And his body burns up in the flames and ashes. Do you wish to get out of the fire?
I will get up out of the fire. And then I will like give Bug more juice.
Force feed Bug some more.
Are you using
Yeah.
or are you using your own?
Yeah.
He has other potions in his bag. Balzer probably saw.
What makes you bigger?
Go ahead. And
Yeah,
make
I
a
have one that makes
medicine
me
check.
bigger and heals me, so I'd be funny and big when I die.
It's funny that you guys are having to use this up on Bug when Brock just has to use like lay on hands or literally any healing to revive.
That's what I was
It's
wondering.
so
why I
funny.
don't know why this is happening. I'm
Okay.
just
I'm
like,
saving mine.
Again, you have.
I'm 50 feet away. I don't know what's going
You
on.
have advantage on your next death saving throw, Bug.
that's cool.
Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn, Ambrose?
I will set up my reaction to reflect any missiles.
Alright. Next. That man has been utterly obliterated.
He's literally dust.
It is
I
Mr.
mean, they all are.
Hernandez's turn. The figure is walking towards you, Luke, and it just crushed your ball bearings, and it's just walking at you with bow in
I
hand.
thought you were gonna say something else.
It crushed your balls.
That's why you weren't dating a girl who got him.
So, what do you wish to do, Mr. Hernandez?
I'm going to. Wait, what just? Okay. I'm gonna sprint as fast as I can at him, or I want to try and like. Wait, what should we see what I have? Inventory. No, actually, attack info. My attack info shows how much damage my weapons do, right?
Mm-hmm. If you do attack a list, you spelled list wrong.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright. Job dagger 6. 7 is the offense. Alright, I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna turn around really fast and rush towards him and try and go for like a cut like on his arm or something
Alright.
with my dagger. So I'm gonna dip it in. What's the target name?
It's
Om.
Ohm.
OM.
O-M. It's your name backwards.
Whoa!
You slash at him and he just doesn't even move. You just expect him to move and he just doesn't. Your dagger comes flying at him and he just doesn't. He just stands completely still as it whiffs. Is that the best you can do, Mo? Do you think I'm scared of you? I'm not gonna dodge. Dodging is for cowards. Real thieves take their punishments like a man. And
That's really stupid, man. That's a bad opinion you have.
The figure in front of you twirls his daggers as he looks at you. Is there anything else you would want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna stick my tongue out and twirl my dagger too.
Alright. That man has been cut in half. It is now Ritorb's turn. He is... Thank you. He's gonna look at you, Brock, and He's gonna pull out his warhammer and he just looks at you. What do you expect to find after completing your mission, your destiny? What waits for you there, Brock? Or should I say Brother? I'm sorry, you haven't told the others. What do you expect to find in the Verlunder Mines if you're its downfall? What's your big plan? You gonna go there, kill the oracles, then what?
Then nothing. That is the end of my destiny.
So you're just gonna sit in ruin? Then let me bring you there closer, then. And he readies his warhammer and rushes straight at you. And it definitely misses. It swings and it hits your shield much like you're hit his. And it just, the force of it just makes it bounce off and he recoils a bit, holding his shield out to protect himself. One of these days, you're gonna learn, Brother. You're gonna learn that there's more to life than destiny. You think you know our Tundus? We haven't even started our fun. Malazar, it's your turn.
There is something Balasar can do. He's just going. Balasar's gonna lay down and take a nap.
What?
It's still raging.
Well, no, rage ends if I do not attack or get attacked this turn, which which likely isn't going to happen.
There's two. Never mind. Alright, you do you.
No, everyone else told me that they wanted to kill their opponents themselves, so Balasar can stand around.
So you choose to end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, your rage ends and you suffer one level of exhaustion.
I am at level 2 now, so I really need sleep.
Okay, so at level 2 of exhaustion, you have disadvantage on ability checks, which includes saving throws, and then I think at level 2 your speed is halved, if I remember correctly. If someone wants to me real quick.
I am 15 feet of movement, and I get disadvantage on all ability checks.
Okay.
I'm useless at this point.
And you just kind of fall to the ground after everything that you've just seen. You're getting horrible flashbacks every now and then about fire and your fear of it and how it's affected your life, basically. You've grown to adjust to flames, but this fire is unlike any that you've ever seen. It felt so real, like you were back in that place, and you just kind of fall to the ground exhausted. Bug, I want you to make another death saving throw, please. With
I'm ready.
advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die.
I'm ready!
You're fine.
Bug, as in your consciousness, you feel just this deep, burning, searing pain, but you feel like you're starting to come to. You hear voices calling out to you, and you're starting to move closer to them. Is your turn, Drogos?
I turn around. Do I see that like Brock is currently 1v1ing something?
Make a perception check. He is 50 feet away.
Oh, is he not actually that far away?
No, he is very far away.
Brock
made
that
it a point
is
to go away.
50 feet. 50 feet?
No, I
Oh.
didn't want to put him off the map. Like, the map is
okay.
very small. Like, I would move him further over more if I did make the map so small. Drogos, you can hear fighting in the distance, but you can't really tell where, from where you are compared to where the fighting's taking place.
This is perfect. My move speed is 50 feet.
Alright, Turtle's just gonna move over. He can clearly see and Mo going at it.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Were you gonna? Okay, let me breathe. I'm sorry. There we go.
No noise. And then he's just gonna cast a Ray of Frost on
All right.
Yeah.
And as you're looking into the eyes of someone who looks just like you, Mo, you just suddenly see Drogos run up and blast this target full of like frost energy, and he kind of freezes in place a little bit, but he still is looking at you dead in the eye like nothing had happened to him.
And now you can see the difference, Mo.
What do you mean? I can see the difference.
You won't. Never mind. Now I can see the difference better.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Drogos.
And down by.
It is now your turn, Brock.
If you knew anything of Volunder, you would understand.
Again, your war pick comes crashing down, and it hits his shield and bounces off, and he again's going to try and swing his shield directly at you. And as this is happening, I want you to make a insight check for me, please. Okay, give me just a second. Torb. Okay, so it's... I still have to target, right? It's IAOO, his name, and then the weapon, and then Brock.
Yep. Minus T, Brock.
And his shield comes flying at you and decks you in the face and knocks you back onto the ground. And as he holds his shield out towards you with his vorpick in hand, you're gonna have to do better than that if you want to get to Volunder, my friend. And from what you can tell, just by grazing his shield, you're giving him an opportunity to try and slam you with his shield, and I will grab it for you really quickly, because I am a dummy, and Snippet hates me. There you go.
Alright.
Alright. That is the end of his turn. The reason why I made him shield bash you on the fail of 9 is because it was the first time and you were attacking him from a certain angle.
Alright.
That man has been burnt to death in the flames by Ambrose. It is now slow.
The fire of Boros DC cleanses this plane.
It is Cold Man. He reaches up with his bow and he looks towards Drogos who's beside him. You can't stop me. I'll end this worthless excuse of a thief. No one here even likes this guy and you're trying to stop me? And he turns back to Mo. You should have stayed in the streets, kid. And he shoots another arrow of his short bow at you, Mo.
Can I try and dodge that?
Can he? That's the question. Did you take the dodge action?
What do you mean?
He did not.
How does one take the dodge action in the
You have to
future?
use
Because I would
that-
like to take that.
You have to use that on your turn.
Oh, okay.
And then this arrow comes flying at you, Mo, and hits you dead in the chest. The same spot as the last
That's
one.
not good for my health.
Going straight through the arrow that he shot him before and splitting it as the second one pierces in. The blow isn't as hard, but it hits hard enough that you feel it, and you feel very faint, like you're about to fall, and you're now on your knees.
Uh-oh.
Blast if it wasn't for the cold of this guy. It's your turn, Ambrose.
I'm going to walk over to Ohm. And I'm going to attempt to put the magic handcuffs on him.
Alright.
What should I do?
Arrest that man.
1d20 for me, please. You successfully put the handcuffs onto him.
What?
And I'm going to force him to the ground.
Alright, you do so easily enough. Is that the end of your turn?
I then, if I still have the action, am going to tie his legs together and everything. These are the magic dampening handcuffs as well.
Okay. You go ahead and try to tie up his legs. Roll another d20 for me, please. He's wriggling around with the cuffs on his hands, and he's unable to be tied by the feet.
Guess I'll just sit on him.
It is Mr. Hernandez's turn.
So I had an epic plan. I had an invisibility potion I wanted to use, and I wanted to go hide in my bedding. and then I wanted to like run off in that direction, and then drink my invisibility potion, and then like try and like surprise attack him or something.
He's tied up.
Well, yeah, no, I was just sharing I was just sharing the plan that I had.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna take a long rest in the middle of combat.
Yeah. Well. So actually, though, I am gonna drink my my.
Go get the guy that's on Brock.
Yeah, I will in a second. I have 1 HP though,
okay.
so I want to. I have my flask. Where is it? It's in my inventory somewhere.
Cider.
Yeah, I saved that from a while ago. That's
go
gonna heal
ahead.
me, right?
Yep. Go ahead. Roll 2d10 plus your con.
What's my con?
Just do roll 2d10s and then.
I'll look at it for you. So 16 plus 3, you gain 19 hit points back.
I like the sound of that.
Alright, there you go.
Do I have to like update anything or?
No, it's good. It already has it for you. So, is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
You said go. What'd you say? Tell me to do, Ambrose.
I didn't actually know that, so ignore.
Okay.
Go check on Bug.
Yeah, Bug's low-key like in trouble. I'm gonna go over to Bug and look at him and see and like what's going on with Bug.
Make a medicine check.
What'd you say?
Make a medicine check for me, please.
Okay. That's gonna fail miserably. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow.
You seem to look at him and see that he was really, really hurt, but he's starting to come to a little bit more, and you seem to patch him up a little bit. Not enough that it do much, but you can tell that he's gonna be alright if he, is left alone.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you wish to do?
Yeah, the big fuck off hole, it's fine, it'll heal itself.
Did I consume all of that cider?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did? Damn. I have a bell in my backpack. So here you go, Bug. Here's a bell. Please ring this if you need help. That's me being nice to you.
The man's unconscious. He can't hear you.
I know, but I'm still saying that to him. So I'm gonna set the bell next to him, and I'm just gonna pat his head. There's not much else I can do. Is there?
Or it wakes up, he needs a waiter or something, like calling room service.
So there's your bell.
Mom, is that you?
Alright, it is Retorp's turn. And he's gonna rush up to you while you're on the ground and try and hit you with his warhammer.
This is you, me?
No.
No.
Okay.
Someone else.
Okay.
And as he knocked you onto the ground, you just see this mass standing over you that looks exactly like you. It's cold, whitish eyes looking down at you. You never had a chance, Brothair. She never even loved you. What are you talking about? You were doing all this for some fancy reason like destiny, but I really know what you're like, Brothair. How about you take a little few licks to the head before you realize? And he just slams his warhammer down straight onto your head, and it crumples your helmet a little bit, denting it inwards towards your face.
No, Dougal!
And he raises it back up again. What's the matter, Brothair? A little bit speechless?
You are a fool. You can't kill me. No one can.
We're the Revenants. We are designed to kill you. It is Sleepy Boy hours.
He's dead. He's dead.
Are you still napping, Matt? Taking the big sleep?
Actually, Alistar is exhausted for us.
Can you repeat that?
Alistar is exhausted 2 times over. He actually does need rest.
There are multiple battles happening around you. There is a man being arrested.
Damn it!
Go ahead and make a death saving throw. No advantage on this one.
Just... How dare you! How dare you make that gift? Oh man! Also, Balthazar, just so you know, if Bug finds out you were sleeping, he's gonna light fireworks near you.
Make a death save for me, please.
No, don't put
You're
fire.
good.
Yeah!
You're stable. You are still at 0 hit points, but you aren't dead.
You won't die.
Oh man! If only our other healer wasn't the only one else dying.
All right, so you're pretty good. You don't have to make any more death saves. It
Thank
is now
God.
Drogo's turn.
I'm gonna try again to see if I can figure out where Brock is.
All right.
I hope Bug has just like a hole
Perception
in him
check, right?
permanently.
Yep.
Battle scar.
Can I store
Bad-
stuff in
Perfect
it?
plug.
Battle cavity.
Make it again. I was gonna say with advantage, but I couldn't, get that in.
You think I could get it enchanted with a bag of holding?
Crit fail, here it comes. Exact same.
You still can't tell where it's coming from.
Alright, Jerry's just gonna start walking in a direction. He's gonna go start walking this way.
All
What?
right.
No.
He's gonna start walking this way. Just hope that he hears something.
It is your turn, Brock. You are currently on the ground, but you can use your movement to get up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get up and kind of like slice upwards with my warp pick as I get up.
All right.
Oh, I changed my copy and paste. So now I
By
can
the
go
way,
back and get my.
Gergos is like walking around doing like the crypto running animation, just hands in his pockets, just running.
Battle Stabilizer, level 3. And as you get up and swing towards him, it tinks on his shield and he shoves his shield down at you. And he shoves his, wait, what? How? What? How did that? That would have hit, right? At 19?
Yeah, you can see that.
It
Yeah.
did hit, yeah.
It didn't
No,
do
it didn't.
damage, though.
It didn't do
Like, it
damage.
didn't put you at the bottom.
Oh.
That's weird, okay, but I'll just do
What?
that manually. But as the shield comes, he hits you in the face again and knocks you to the ground again. Oh, bro there. How many times do you have to get bashed in the face to learn? You're never making it back to Volunder, my friend. Ohm is gonna turn and look towards both of his captors around him, and he's just gonna try and get up and run. You are currently on
I'd like
top
to
of him.
prevent that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sitting on top of him.
Make a strength check while he also makes one. All right, you hold him in place, and he starts to just yell, "You won't get away with this. You think you're gonna get something out of me? You won't get nothing. You won't get nothing. I'll be back, don't you worry." And he's just still wriggling around with Ambrose sitting on top of him. It is your turn, Ambrose.
I'd like to attempt again to tie his feet.
Alright, go ahead and do so. Again, his feet are just wildly kicking around. You can't seem to keep him still long enough for you to wrap it around his legs.
Oh, help me with this.
Okay.
It's your turn, Mo.
How can I help you, Joe? Ambrose?
Who's Joe?
Joe
There's all those
Mama.
feet still.
Okay. I have 50 feet of rope. Want me to try and tie that?
I already have mine out.
Okay, I'll like, I'm gonna get on the ground.
Make a
I'm gonna like
roll a
wrap
1d20
my
for me,
front
please.
arms and what's up?
Make a roll a 1d20 for me, please, Mo. His feet
Damn,
wildly swinging
really
about,
hating on me.
almost kicking you in the face. You gotta be more dexterous than that. Come on
Can-
now.
Look how calm Mo is, even though he's like facing like his body double.
I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna backhand him in the face and tell him to shut up. His breath is really bad.
Roll a 1d20 for me, please.
Please. That's.
I need to check his armor class really quickly. I think you just killed him.
What? The backhand? I'm happy with
He's
that.
only injured. He's on not
I
bloodied.
just killed him.
Hold on, I need to check. I think you legitimately just killed him. Okay,
He's
his
only-
armor class is 14. You barely missed. You smack him in the face, and like black, like liquid starts to roll out from his nose. Is that the best you've got, Mo?
Can I take? I want to take my flask and put it under his nose and collect the black liquid.
Ugh.
Okay, fair enough. You now have a flask of black liquid.
Awesome.
I
Potion
swear,
of
if you
syphilis.
drink it.
Is that all that you want to do on your turn?
Yes.
It is now his turn. It is now Retorp's turn. Come on, Brock. You and I both know how this could end. This has gone on for way too long. That armor isn't gonna save you. How many times do I have to say it? You're not getting back to Valunder. You're never gonna see anyone that you care about again. I mean, let's face it, you wanted to leave these fools for money. Is that really someone with an offshore bank account really needs?
That has nothing to do with my goals.
And he
I like-
slaps Warhammer down on top of you again, hitting the same spot but not denting your helmet.
Some of us are like, oh, your homelands are being destroyed. The other one's, you have an offshore bank account.
You're
Exhausted
broke,
boy
idiot.
hours.
He is dead. For all we know, Balzar is dead.
You are
Speaking
stable.
of
You don't have
dead,
to- you don't have
Bug
to
is
do
kind
anything.
of dead.
Drugos?
Alright. Usual perception check.
Alright,
Where's this effing dwarf? Oh, do I get advantage or is it just normal?
Gets advantage. You've been searching for a while.
Dude!
you still, over the sounds of Mo's Revenant screaming and kicking, you're too distracted from that loud sound to figure out exactly where it is. I'm sorry. The DC for this is actually pretty high since Brock is outside of the camp. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to keep roaming.
Brock, it
Just
is your
hope I
turn.
find him.
Alright, I'm gonna try to roll away and disengage.
Rolling away would... Actually, hold on. Rolling away
Well,
would
like-
prevent the... Are you disengaging first, or are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm like disengaging and then like
rolling.
rolling away. Yeah.
Alright.
And then can I... Yeah, that's an action, right?
Yes, and then you have your movement, but you're knocked on the ground, so you would... Let's see, it takes half of your movement to get up, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your movement is
25.
25, and you used half of that. So I'd say you can move about 10 feet.
Okay, I will go back.
Towards camp?
No, just that way. Just like
Okay.
kind of away from him.
You can't run from me, Brock. You can't run. Why
Oh,
try?
I'm not running.
Is that all that you wanted to do on your turn?
That's... Hold on. Let me check something. I'll cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Alright.
Rolls 10 feet.
Alright. you want to describe how you cast Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, so I just kind of like as I like step backwards, I'm gonna just point my war pick at him, and the like a golden like liquid metal kind of magical orb is just gonna fly at him and kind of just like enter his like chest like magically.
After it hits, Retorb is looking down and looking back at you. Oh, so you finally start to use your higher stuff as you're running? Is that the best you could do, bro, there?
I know your ways now.
Oh, I'm sure you do. It is now Ohm's turn. He's gonna again try and break free of your grasp. Ambrose, if you want to make a strength check again.
Do I get advantage or anything? You just died up.
Yes. Let me check what his modifier is real quick. He has a +6 in Dex. He manages to push you off, and he stands up and starts to run. He gets about 10 feet down that way. Can you still see him on the map, or is he behind the trees for you?
I can see him.
Okay. He still has the cuffs on. He's trying to run.
He's using character.
It's now your turn.
I'm very fast, so I'm just going to run here and grab him.
Alright. Go ahead and attempt to grapple. You have advantage. The man's in handcuffs. You successfully grapple him. Do you want to try and push him back down onto the ground again?
Yeah.
Alright, you do so. Fair enough. He's now on the ground again.
It's like trying to catch a streaker.
And I'm gonna take the rope again and try to tie his feet together.
Alright, go for it. Make it another strength track. Yeah, again, his feet are just kicking wildly. He seems very, very dexterous, much like Mo himself. You're having a hard time catching this person. It is Mo's turn.
Did you?
Don't look up streaker.
Did you not know what that meant?
I'm gonna help Mo by holding his legs together.
Alright. I'm gonna like, I'm not sure where exactly where Ambrose is, but I'm gonna like I'm gonna wrap my leg, I'm gonna like lay on my stomach on his legs and wrap my legs around his legs. And I'm using the rope I want to try and tie his feet together.
Make a strength check with advantage.
Penis and nuts and cock and dick and balls and nuts.
Thank you.
Strength. Oh, dash, check strength. Dash ADV. Oh.
Same thing.
Number.
It would have been even worse, still.
Cool.
After struggling, you manage to wrap the rope around his legs, and he's just squirming around now.
I respect that.
It is now Retorp's turn. He's gonna run up to you, Brock, and try and hit you in the back of the head with his warhammer. And this deft hit clocks you upside the head. You're getting really you're so weak that you can't even tell where you are anymore. You're just feeling this utter pain of your head being bashed with a warhammer over and over and over again, each one building up. And suddenly when this one hits you in the back of the head, there's a flash, and you look around in the darkness, and you see a sight that you haven't seen in a very long time. You're in a cave, and as you look around, you see the people that you grew up with, your dwarven friends and family around you, and they all look at you and they're laughing at you, just pointing and laughing at you, and the elders are also looking at you with disgust. And as you look down, Brock, you see the metal back on your foot again. And you just try and like take it off by rubbing at it, but nothing happens. It only makes the pain worse. And you're just there. You look around and you see everyone laughing. And in the corner, you see someone just looking at you, not laughing, not smiling. There's no emotion as they look at you. And you see Astrid there in the corner. It's weird to see them here, but it puts a little bit of shock to you to see her there. But you're more well-toned with all this hate, so you try and block it out. As you block it out, she seems to fade, as so does everything else, and you come back too. I would like you to make a wisdom save, please. Protect me, Cone. Yeah, you steal your resolve, you are not frightened.
Dead.
Exhausted hours. Still alive.
Pretty much
hours. Drogos. Make a perception check if you so wish with advantage. You have to be a 16.
Time to get 2 nat 1s.
Proof by one.
I'm so Caden. This is out of character. I am so sorry. Literally, if there's anyone to blame, it's Zag for being outside because he went outside of camp, so it's hard for you to find him.
I was going to cast Shatter in a random direction now. I'm so mad.
Are you sure you want to do that?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yo, we're off.
It's your turn, Brock.
All right. I will. Hold on. Let me type the command.
Zach, you're not allowed out of bounds anymore.
The big one, Brock. Twist his dick.
Give him a dick twist. Take his dick and twist it.
Wait, Brock, slap his nuts.
Slap his nuts.
No, you can't do
This
this.
fight is it's just.
I don't know why it says okay.
+0.
That okay. I don't have any more channel divinity points. I'll just remember that. But I'm gonna use my vow. And
Valvimnity.
yes, I am.
Can you remind me what that is?
Oh wait, no, sorry, not that one.
Abjure enemy.
Yeah, sorry,
Abjure
abjure.
Abjure
Yeah.
enemy.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright,
The DC is
I don't think it matters.
Wisdom, he's proficient in it. He got a 21.
Well, he's a paladin, just like
Yeah.
you. So his
So-
wisdom's gonna be his highest stat.
yeah.
So-
So okay, that didn't work. I'm guessing. I don't know what the DC is, but it's not that.
21. What would it have done? Because I want to know for the future what that does.
That makes him frightened of me.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that would not have worked. Yeah, he succeeded the wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an action or is that a bonus action? I feel like
That
that's
is an
bonus.
action.
That's a full action?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that
yes, it is.
sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is very bad.
Well, is there anything
Let's
else you wish to do
see.
on your turn?
I am going to run towards camp and take the fat. I'm not actually there, but I will take the fat opportunity attack.
Yes, he will get an attack of opportunity onto you.
If I don't see Brock by now,
Well,
As you try and run past him, Brock, you just see, like, in front of you, the Warhammer with the spikes come directly at your face, and poof, everything goes dark, and you hit the ground. And you, as you're fading from consciousness, you just hear the voice that sounds just like yours. When are you gonna learn, brother? Now it's time to end this, once and for all. You're never getting back to Volunder.
I can't die.
How much are you negative? You were
3, I
at.
think.
Let's see. You were at 7 minus. You're at -3. Keep that in mind,
Yeah.
by the way.
Okay, I will.
All right. It is now Ohm's turn. He's gonna. He's tied up. He actually cannot move. He's just wriggling around. Is there anything you wish to do, Ambrose?
Hey, Bo, do you have that, I see you have some ball bearings. Do you have any of those left?
I got a lot left.
Here, show me that bag.
Sure, here you go.
What? How, like, heavy is the bag?
Oh. Let's see.
Because it's like 1,000 ball bearings, right?
Well, I had 199, but I put down to like 700 because I threw a handful.
Which Ohm stomped and broke.
Yeah, I'm really mad about him about that.
He broke steel ball bearings?
Yes, I'll have to punish him
yes,
later
did.
because of that.
Like 2
That is-
pounds.
I don't know how heavy that would be. I mean, that's gotta be pretty heavy, actually. 700 ball bearings? That's gotta be heavy, Ambrose.
Ball bearings are pretty light, though.
That's 700 of
They're
them?
really small.
Are we talking? I got.
a bag of
I'm
1,000
like
is
envisioning.
2 pounds. So let's say 2 pounds.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's
That's not useful.
one 3/4 pounds is about right.
Yeah. Do you have anything really heavy?
I have a crowbar. I have a flask with black liquid in it. I have a rat tooth the size of my hand.
Can I scrounge around for, like, a big rock?
You may make a perception check for me, please. Yeah, you can find some small rocks.
Can I look around for a big rock?
You may.
No, you hold on to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hold on to him, but I want to just look around from where I am.
Yep. Go ahead, make a perception check.
Check out my eyeballs, Ambrose. Damn.
You find small rocks.
I'd like to collect all of them.
All right. Fair enough.
And with Mo's rocks, put them all into the steel ball bearing bag he has.
Yeah.
Tie that up with the rope, and then tie that to his leg. So I've made a ball and chain.
Can I? Wait, Ambrose, can you
rocks with the ball bearings. Okay, yeah, that you can do that easily enough.
Wait,
And-
are we doing like in combat right now?
You are in combat, yes.
Should I? Okay, never mind.
You're fine though. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Just help him move back towards camp.
Like you're dragging Ohm back to camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily enough. He's there.
Is the ball bearing ball and chain really, like, slowing him down at all?
From what? Make a perception check. You can't really tell if it's doing anything or not as you're dragging him.
Well, at least his feet are tied together, and his hands are tied behind his back, or cuffed. And he's got a ball and chain. I don't think he's going anywhere very
Ambrose,
fast.
I have another recommendation.
Yeah.
We could take my sleeping bag down out of the tree. Put him inside the sleep.
Did you put your sleeping bag up in the tree?
Remember, it was there from like last session.
You're not in the same clearing. It's a different clearing.
Oh damn, it looks the same.
I have mine. Go grab mine.
all right,
Or actually,
yeah, we're gonna-
rocks. Go grab rocks. I
Okay,
know
I'll-
he wouldn't mind.
I agree.
It's
he
also
wouldn't
tighter
mind.
and smaller.
I agree, he wouldn't mind. I'm still gonna take Ambrose's sleeping bag.
Hey,
just
that's
come
my
back to you.
sleeping bag.
Nope, it's not.
But okay, we don't have time. Put him in the sleeping bag.
All right, put him in the sleeping
Like,
bag, and then I
head
have
first.
yeah. And so I have 50 feet of rope, and so I want to tie it around. Just tie it around the sleeping bag, and then like hoist it over a tree branch, and then tie the rope to like the ground, so he's like suspended in the air.
Easily enough with his head in first in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Lynch him.
easily done. He's now hanging around the tree inside the sleeping bag with the ball and chain on him, and the magic cuffs.
Lynching him.
Is there anything else you wish to do to this poor man?
Now that he's up in the tree, he's probably not gonna go anywhere. So, I'm gonna survey the area.
Alright, easily enough.
So-
Make a perception check.
I was,
He's a slippery little fella. As you're looking around, you see Seward, who is still asleep. You see Balzar, who's sitting down, very exhausted, and you see Bug Bungus, who's been patched up, and there's blood all over the place. It looks like he's been very, very injured. Drogos is walking around the camp looking for something, and you can't really tell where Brock is.
I just kind of feel bad for Buck, so I'm gonna go over, and then with my Borosisi's ring, I'm going to like tap my chest, and then like energy comes around and it cleans all the blood. It like boils away.
Alright, fair enough. Is there anything else you wish to do?
That is the end of my turn.
Mo
Is
pretty
Mr.
much had his turn.
It's Mr. Hernandez's turn. After hanging a man from a tree.
I wanna go over and just like poke him a few times to annoy him.
Who?
I'm gonna really hardly poke him in his sleeping bag.
Who are you?
Are
you poking?
The man we hung from a tree upside down.
Okay, yeah.
Tied a ball and chain to him.
No, you're gonna kill him. Don't do that.
You're poking
Oh, I'm gonna
him.
kill.
You're fine. There's nothing happening.
Okay, I'm poking him.
He is still
Alright,
squirming
cool.
around in the bag.
Gosh. Alright. So Bug is conscious now, right?
He is
No.
unconscious,
No, I'm
but he's
unconscious.
stable.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over
You're gonna ask
to.
him for help, like, hey, Bug, what do you think of this?
I'm too busy crippled.
I'm gonna walk over to Drogo's and ask him what he's up to. Drogo's, what are you up to?
Have you guys noticed that Brock is nowhere to be found? He's probably dying right now. Help me find him, please.
Totally, yeah. I'll climb a tree, and then I'm gonna do a perception check. Or do you think I should do a perception check?
Your movement from the bag over there would take up the rest of your turn.
Oh, okay. So then I'll just look first from where I am, look around, see if I can see anything.
Yeah, it's fine. Usually you're not allowed this many perception checks, but I'll action the turn, but I'm allowing it because we're nearing the end. You can't hear anything, oddly. It's very silent now.
Brock Holder gets
I
kidnapped.
wonder
Also,
why
I
that
sent
is.
you a message, Michael.
Let me check it real quick. Sorry, I've been keeping track of combat and stuff like that. Alright, gotcha. Fair enough. I hope we don't have to get to that, but okay. Let me go to this. Is that the end of your turn, Mr. Hernandez?
Yeah.
It is now Ritorb's turn. He is gonna look down at you, Brock. You can't. I'm just doing this narratively. He just holds his warhammer out towards you. Oh, it's been fun, I guess. Of course, it's not gonna matter much. When you die, I die. Where we go together. Isn't it fun, old friend? I kind of feel bad, but... Oh, who am I kidding? This is the fun part. And he raises up his warhammer and slams it down at your face, Brock. Of course, it is with advantage, since you are unconscious, and it's an auto crit, because it's melee.
Yeah.
If it had.
I really don't want to do this crit on 18 advantage. Whoa, hold up. What? It was crit on 18. Oh, because he got a 17. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, the attack, no one knows what's happening right now. Brock just got whacked with a warhammer. You take Brock. You take. It wasn't a crit technically, so you take 1 fail to your death saving throws. 1 automatic fail.
How would I do that? I guess we'll just keep that in mind.
We'll just keep that in mind.
When it's on your turn, then
Yeah.
Malazar is an exhausted boy. Unstable boy. Drogos. Oh,
you can't tell because I'm on push up, but I'm punching my keyboard practically.
Come on, man. I hope you find him. You got this.
What?
Yes.
Finally. Sorry.
In the silence, now like the last couple of seconds has been complete and utter silence, and you just hear softly in the distance, like the sound of a big hit coming from straight away. Do you rush in that direction?
Yes.
As
I assume I see Broke here, or whatever this idiot's name is, this black thing. Sorry.
You run through the forest and you see Brock lying on the ground. There is blood absolutely everywhere. His helmet is caved in and his war pick and shield are laying on the ground. And above him you see someone who looks exactly like him, warhammer and shield, absolutely bashing him with a warhammer. And he turns and looks at you. You can't stop me. What are you going to do? And he turns to face you.
Alright. Am I still able to like attack or do something, or is that?
You can attack him.
I'm just checking out things. Yeah, he's close. Doing a poison spray on him.
Alright.
Oh wait a minute. I wouldn't know that, so never mind.
Stop, guys! I don't want this to happen. I'm playing the clip in the video. I don't care. Come on. He succeeds.
Yeah.
The poison hits him, and it just kind of rolls on him. It doesn't really seem to do much.
There's gonna shrug and wink at him, so his purple eyes flashing.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn? Maybe, call other people over or something.
Yeah,
you still have your call action. Like you can.
Yeah, hey, somebody help the dwarf here. He really needs help. He looks worse than Bug right now.
I would like for the following people to make perception checks. I want Mo and just Mo is in range. Mo, can you make a perception check for
Bug?
You know exactly where it's coming from, and you can tell by the sound in Drogo's voice that you need to get there fast.
Drogo's voice?
Yes.
Yeah,
You can hear him saying that Brock is in immediate trouble, and he's looking worse than Bug, who's unconscious, almost dead.
I'm going to run there very fast while screaming, "Come on, guys!"
Brock, make your death saving throw, please.
You might
Alright,
want
so
to
you
make
succeeded one and failed one.
Should he put it? Can't you do auto fail on this, if you do like dash fail or something?
I feel like if you do that, it's going to do like a crit fail, and he gets automatic 2, so I don't want to do that.
We'll just keep it in mind, I guess. Yeah.
Alright. It is now Ohm's turn. He is in a bag.
He's lynched.
It is Ambrose's turn.
My movement speed is 50. How far can I run?
50.
You can run if you take the dash action, you can run a total of 100 feet.
Into the void.
Can I just follow Mo?
Yes, you may. I'm gonna go ahead and say for semantic times, because it's getting this is very long combat, and I apologize again, but you guys, Mo and Ambrose, you both run into the forest where Drogo's is, and you see a Doragard bashing Brock with a warhammer.
I'm gonna use. Oh no, it's not turn. Sorry.
Is Ambrose's turn currently?
Can I use my action to drag Brock away?
Technically, yes, you could.
What should I do?
Make a strength check on Brock. Yeah, sure enough, you've got him and you're starting to drag him. You can drag him a little bit closer to camp, so where you're legitimately right there in the camp, while he's like out here. Let me actually, because I'm doing things weird like that. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Medicine check, but I probably can't.
Yeah, you can make a medicine check on him.
Oh god, he's dead!
You made him
He's
worse.
dead!
He looks in very bad shape. Like, you need to either get him out of there or take care of the problem fast. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Guys, he doesn't look so good. That's it.
Okay, Mr. Hernandez, you see this Beauregard that's been bashing Brock with a warhammer in front of you.
I'm going to attack it
Alright.
with my short bow. What's the target name?
Ritorb. It's Rihtorb, which is Brock's name backwards.
That's definitely not Brock Bass backwards.
Well,
As far as you know.
yeah.
Okay.
Number 1.
Darth Hag Killer.
What? I renamed it in my attack sheet. Do I still
you
update?
didn't update it. You didn't update
Oh,
it.
one sec. Update.
You
That's the bow that
renamed your
killed Darth
bow.
Hag. Yeah, that's the bow that killed Darth Hag. Alright, wait, okay. What?
Okay, just do it
Ah!
again.
I just broke my character sheet.
Oh.
Ah.
Just attack with short bow. Just do
Yeah.
short bow.
Short bow dash T.
Oh, by the way, Mike, I just noticed, in the, like, when you were naming him, like, when we started combat, you did it Rithorb instead of Ritorb.
I know, I did it wrong. I apologize.
That's fine, I just noticed that, so.
Yeah, I see that now, yeah. And the arrow goes flying and whizzes in past his shield that he's lowered, and it hits him straight in the chest, and he backs up a little bit. What are you doing, lad? This is between me and Brothair. I will end his life. I don't care what happens to me. Do you have anything to say in response, Mo? Mr. Hernandez?
Got nothing.
Alright.
Damn.
It is now his turn, and he's gonna... Oh, it's Mike. Do you want to say anything in response to him saying that what are you doing, that he is going to kill Brock no matter what?
I can speak for him. I'm going to separate his mind from body.
Alright. He's gonna rush up. And Ambrose, I assume you're still dragging him, right?
Yes.
He's gonna swing his warhammer at you to let go so he has an easier time of hitting Brock.
He can try all he wants.
He
Okay.
absolutely
He really did try.
He clocks you over the head, and the force is so strong it knocks you to the ground prone, and you fall directly on top of Brock. You're both just prone down there. Get out of my way. I will do everything in my power to end his life, and you can't stop me. Balazar's
Dead.
exhausted hours. Bud's
Stable hours.
Conscious hours. Drogo's.
Alright, sure, just had enough of that. Do you just get up right on him and do the old choke out burning hands maneuver?
Alright.
And I'm doing it at an angle so Brock won't get hit by it.
Alright, you got it. Watching Ernie the Keebler Elf dance to Macho Grubba is just...
Yes.
As you run up to him, you see Ritorb with his warhammer raised, about to swing down on top of Brock one more time, and you reach out with your hands and you chokehold him with it, and just like Sixarthlov, you just see his eyes burst into flames and fire spews from his mouth as he disintegrates, screaming, "I'll be back!"
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Stop.
Kill.
Gale!
Yeah.
I'm playing it one more time.
Can we make that the custom sound for like dead? Can we make death custom sound yet, Avery?
Kill.
Every time someone kills
When
someone.
you roll a 1.
Yeah, what?
When you roll a 1.
Oh, when you roll a 20.
I would also like for you to make a insight check, Drogos.
Alright.
From what you can tell from what you saw there, it looks like Ritorb had second thoughts at the last second, which is why he hit Ambrose instead, because it seems like he realized from his monologues that Ritorb was kind of like scared about ending Brock's life as it would end his own, and you hear the words of something called a revenant before
Alright,
you
and
burn him to death.
And right before, and Jurgos heard when he was like saying about I'm killing Brothier. Jurgos just gonna make a mental note of that name.
Oh, you got it. And let us turn to Brock. I need you to make a death saving throw for me, buddy.
No,
Oh my god, no!
he's dead.
Oh,
He's dead.
holy shit.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh no. Brock, there is a faint consciousness to you as you're fading in and out. And like this last resolve, you're coming to a little bit, and above you, you see the blurred faces of what you can see is Drogo's, Ambrose, who's right there with you, and Mo in the distance. I hate this. I hate this so much. Brother Habazalinger, what are your last words?
So, I guess it's nice to know that the oracles were wrong. And he's just gonna point to one of his pockets, and he's just going to say, "In there, just read what's in there." And his eyes just kind of close, and he goes limp.
Okay. Drogos, you, Ambrose, and Mo hear this. And you can take a look at Brock and check him or see anything like that if you wish.
Jurgos
No, this can't be the end.
Jurgos just gonna nod solemnly, grab his war pick, and then like do like the warriors like thing, like where he puts it on his chest and puts his hands over it. He puts Brock's hands over it.
Do you
I'm
wanna check
bringing
Brock or
Brock to
anything?
the. I'm bringing
Yeah.
Brock to the campfire.
I'm gonna check Brock.
I want to help Ambrose bring Brock over.
Alright. Very well. You all easily enough, I'm gonna go to the map and end the music. Die. And you all bring Brock over towards the campfire, and it's about this time that everyone's starting to like come to. Bug, I want you to make a wisdom, actually a constitution saving throw for me, please. Okay, I'm gonna count that as you coming back. You have 1 HP.
Ew!
You
what?
slowly like start to fade back in as you look around. It seems to be there's light, but it's dimming quickly. And you look around and you see Balazar, sitting there, and you turn and look
Bowser!
around, and you
Is
see
everything safe? You're like asleep!
and you see
Huh?
you see you can see Seward is still laying there. You can see Mo and Drogo's there, and you see Brock laying on the ground with the war pick across his chest. And as you
Oh,
look,
I had a horrible dream!
you look to the other side, and you see a figure squirming around in a bedroll, hanging from a tree.
Wait, was that not a dream? What's going on?
Bad dude looks like us. They're all dead now.
No worse news.
Ah! Even
Brock's gone.
I'm
What?
going to walk over to
He's gone. He's
Balazar.
there!
He's dead.
He's dead!
What?
Look at him.
This is all your fault, Balazar. If you didn't sleep all the time, Brock would be alive!
I don't think you realize that shit happens.
Wait, why
Not
are
all
you
of us
sleeping?
are
You were dying! How am I alive? Who patched me up?
I give you a bell.
Oh, sweet, a bell! And Bug starts ringing it like a little child with a toy. Whee! Is there still like a hole in a Bug? Just like a hole through him?
It's a small one that's been patched up.
Bug's gonna stick his finger in the hole like, whoa! Bug's gonna... seeing Brock on the ground, he's going to attempt to give him his rights. Like, can he get up? Can he try to limp over there?
Yeah, you may go over to Brock and check him to make sure, like, if he's all right or something. Because as far as you know, you can't really be sure that he's dead.
Drogo search for like certain like possessions that he might have, like something to remember him by, like a necklace
Bug,
or something.
as you touch Brock, he seems warm and normal. There's kind of a half smile on his face as he's laying there, and as you like feel him over to try and like get a read on how he is, you can tell after a moment that your heart sinks as you can tell that your friend has sadly passed.
He's dead! Goodbye, my friend. Artundus will see you to a better place.
Drogo's
Did anyone search him?
Drogo's dead.
After looking in one of his pockets, you find a little slip of paper in there. And I'm gonna turn it over to Zach. You can do what you will, explaining what you need to. So.
Yeah, it's basically just a note, and I will DM you what it says.
Or you could read it in Brock's voice if you wanted.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
assume Drogo will be
sure.
reading it aloud to everyone.
Okay. So the note it's just on plain paper, and on it, it says, Coalition, free my people of Volunder and kill the oracles, and tell William Peterson of the Gunslingers Guild of my death. He will know what to do. Tell him Brothier wants to have them know the truth. Take my war pick to the graveyard in Volunder. There's only one, and lay it next to the grave that says Astrid Hubbazulinker. Thank you for freeing my leg and spirit. May Artundus guide you. Brothier Hubbazulinker, and in quotes, Brock.
And Drogo's reads that out to you all.
Yep.
Can I take his pick? I feel like I have all the other things from dying party members.
Wait, so we're just like looting his body?
No.
No!
No, we're
Well-
not looting his body.
Well,
He
it sounds
wants
like
us
this
to take
was.
the pick.
But before people checked him also for others, we're just okay.
Has he
So
told them
I'm not
to?
trying. I'm not trying to say. The reason I was asking is because it seemed kind of sketchy that I feel like other stuff was being taken earlier too.
So can we take his
Okay.
pick?
You may.
Well, everyone, Artundus will see him to a better place. I think that is that Seward?
I kind of snap my fingers.
Is he okay?
After a couple of moments of like shaking him, he kind of wakes up, and you can see that he's very confused and disoriented, and he starts looking around. What? What's going on?
Oh, so you're finally awake.
What happened? I dozed off. I apologize.
We've had a mugging. One of us is dead, and there's a hole in me.
I'm sorry. What?
Look,
And Seward
Okay.
kinda turns and looks towards Brock. Oh no! And he runs over to Brock and starts like shaking him. Wake up, little guy! Come on, wake up! Wake up!
we already tried.
Well, there's something we can do, right?
Jerry's just gonna shake his head and then, like, look for like something that from Brock that he can just have to just remember him by. Something that Jervis will keep on him at all times.
Zach, I have to talk to you about that now. I hate this. I genuinely hate this. This is not how I wanted this to go. But is there anything on you, Zach, that Drogos would find?
He'd find my entire inventory.
Such as like the necklace, or what do you think he'd find first?
He'd probably be drawn to the symbol of Artundus first. And he can see that the last time he looked at it, it was just made of like normal like stone, but now it's kind of covered in the kind of blackish material that his leg was made out of.
Jervis is gonna take that, hold it to his chest, and then keep it in his pocket, and then turn around.
All right.
Wait. He has a drink left, right?
It's too late.
I don't
He's
care.
dead!
I'm gonna give him the drink at the sea.
All right.
Let's take the trident along with it. I'm sure he would like that buried as well.
I'll hold on to that.
What about the helmet? Should we bury them all together? I feel like it's a symbol of him. Someone take the helmet.
I got it.
Dallas, I will take the helmet.
Zach,
Mr. Sleepy Man.
can you roll me
Ambrose!
1d20 for me, please? Okay, good to know. Continue.
Just if we all just carry a bit of him, we can bury them all together. Give them a proper burial. This is a dark day, friends. A very dark day. I'm speechless on what to do now. The only thing I can really say is that he was a good man, and he didn't deserve this. Would anyone else like to speak? I understand. Well, we can't leave his body out to rot. I think he would like to be burned.
I got that covered.
As I figured we just throw him on the fire and just. It is customary with the Artundus religion, in many cases, to be burned and have your ashes scattered.
You hear
I
a
would like-
faint voice in your head as you're saying this, Bug. Brock, would you like to explain if you agree with this arrangement or not? The faint, fleeting voice in your mind, Bug. You hear the voice of Brock speak to you.
Just make sure the ashes are buried in Volunda somewhere.
Bug was, I will, my dear friend.
So, someone must take the ashes, someone must take the helmet, someone takes the trident, and I take the pick.
I'll carry the ashes and trident.
No, we must all take one piece. Any of us could
No,
fall at
okay.
any moment, and as much of Brock needs to survive as possible.
Then I got the ashes.
Bowser, you take the helmet. Everyone can take the trident. Well, I guess we must get to burial.
Bug, I have a tinderbox we can use.
I have fire hands.
Between all of us, I think we can manage.
Okay.
So,
Bug's going to take all the things off of Brock and hand them to each person.
fair enough. You do so easily.
And so, I believe now it's just getting to the ritual. So, with that, I believe everyone sort of first,
let's get the fire nice and big. If everyone wants to move the sleeping bags back, Drogos, some of us can go gather wood, and then we can do what we gotta do.
Joe, you're breaking my heart right now, Joe. Yeah. That's easily done.
So, with that, as the fire wood is brought over, and Drogo's lights it with his hands. I believe it comes time for all of us to grab a part of him and throw him on.
Yeah, you're able to set the fire on well enough.
So, everyone that would like to, I believe it's time that we grab a piece of, grab hold of Brock. And, give,
in his like front pocket, I'm gonna put my scroll of pedigree.
well, with,
Oh, one thing before we do that.
Bug has an extra set of fine clothes on him, and Bug is a bit of a chubby kobold, and he buys his clothes somewhat large. Can he try to dress Brock in the fine clothes, which he keeps on him, clean for special occasions?
Yes, you may.
Would you like me to roll like a d20?
No, you can just do it.
So Bug dresses Brock in his rich green satins, taking off the armor and laying it to a side. And now, sort of adorned in this finery, Bug looks to everyone else and goes,
I believe he is ready. Are you all ready to help put him in the fire?
It's over with.
I'll grab his left arm. Someone take a leg, arm.
Take the arm.
Who's taking a leg?
I will take his leg.
All right. So it's with this that we hoist him up. The armor not weighing him down. He doesn't weigh a whole ton. And I guess we put him on the fire.
Easily enough. enough, you all lay him down onto the fire as it starts to spark, and the clothes just start to, catch in flame. What's Brock's favorite color, Zach?
It was red.
Uh, the flames of the fire, like they they tend to like dim out, and then they start to burn in this nice bright red as it kind of just takes hold of Brock. It like burns all the hair and the face and like everything else with it. It isn't horrifying. I guess you could say it's like almost peaceful. Like there isn't nothing that's very horrible looking. It's almost like it goes straight from his body to ash, and the fire goes out instantly as soon as it gets there. And in the pit, you see little bits of ash there.
I have an empty flask for whoever would like to. Drogos, you said you'd take his ashes. Here you are.
And I hand Drogos my empty flask.
As much as is possible.
And Jarvis will gather all the ashes, as many as he can.
Easily enough, you get all of it.
And Jarvis will probably put a stopper on it or something and put it on his belt pouch. Well, just on his side, because he doesn't have a pouch or anything.
What is Balazar thinking right now?
Balasar is still in shock.
How about Mo?
Mo definitely feels very solemn right now, but doesn't exactly know how to show that to the rest of the coalition.
Understandable. So you all have his things and everything like that. Is there anything else anyone wishes to do? There's still the guy tied up in the tree.
So
I would like to say something.
All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
I would just like to say I've never met someone so strong and passionate, and this truly breaks my heart. From the first day we met, in that horrible dream, I have grown forever close with him. He has saved my life countless times. Whoever caused his death, that I swear.
That was very nice. Ambrose.
And I guess as the I guess with the night sort of wrapping up.
What are we gonna do with the guy in the bag?
I'm killing that rat.
yeah, I want to
Kill him,
execute
get it
him.
over with.
I mean, Ambrose went through a lot of work.
I hope to.
I am gonna go over and just start punching it like a punching bag.
I want to join him.
Wait!
Don't.
We have Brock's war pick. One last kill.
Yes.
Dragos is just going to turn away from that and just stare at the fire, or just stare out in the distance. So, and just look at the holy symbol that he had, and just that Brock had, and just stare at it.
Why don't we all take a hand on the pick and give Brock one last kill? Come on.
You
Everyone!
do it.
Everyone!
I didn't get to know him well enough. You guys do it.
Everyone else? You ready?
Yeah.
So Bug pulls out Brock's war pick and positions it ready over the sleeping bag, waiting for everyone else to grasp it. Is everyone ready?
Hmm.
Believe so. Everyone else doing it.
When everyone's hands are on the pick, all at once, with a
3, 2, 1, go!
we all crash the pick upon the man in the sleeping bag, the fiend. What happens, DM?
As the war pick enters the sleeping bag, it kind of pierces through all the way. Like the point comes out through the other side, and it turns the figure inside turns to dust, and the ashes start to fall into the ground from there.
I'm gonna start punching the sleeping bag, lighting it on fire.
You do so easily
Fuck.
enough.
Bug's
Fuck
gonna
this guy.
get away.
What an asshole.
Well, I think we all should try to get some rest.
I'll watch over you all. I can handle it.
I know I certainly need it. I feel close to death's door. I guess
I'll take.
I'm thankful, by the way, for all of you that helped me. And all I can say is, wish Brock was here too.
I wasn't fast enough. Should have been able to find him first. I'm bleeding out too, but
Don't blame yourself.
Okay.
Just,
no.
we can put the blame on whoever we end up skidding.
I'll watch over you all. Rest well. I can handle it.
Seward is he just gets up and he just looks at all you and says, "I'm sorry. I failed in the one job I was supposed to do. So if the group still stands with it, I will head on my way back and we'll just point in the direction of the mountains."
Well, I think your quest for revenge has turned into ours as well. So,
We'll come and go now.
I think as long as you can put us on our way, everyone who has died here is going to be avenged. You have our word on that.
So, I'm guessing you want me to leave then? Seward says as he looks towards the now flask of ashes that Grokos is holding. It's what he would have wanted.
We can't say we. It was no. Brock didn't like pirates. It's true. I think, above all, what he wants is not for you to leave, but for us to take things back, take control back, take revenge. I think it's time you head home to what is left of your crew and let us handle the revenge from here.
Alright, I can understand that, and when old Gravekeeper shows up, I'll point him in that direction so he knows where you all are. I'll try and give him the news. He's not going to take it well, but I'll do it. I've truly apologized, Coalition, and I'm sorry for everything that's happened. All I can ask is that you avenge everyone here.
Give him the note too.
Alright. And he takes a hold of it and he puts it in his pocket. And without hesitation, he just turns and starts walking back in the direction towards the Barnacle Express.
Good luck, sir.
He just turns around and he nods. Also, I'm just gonna say this right now. If this part gets muted due to copyright, I am gonna lose my mind. I genuinely am. I feel like I just lost a child.
I'm
This
just glad
hurts.
I'm on push to talk. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sorry, I just need a minute.
I just want you guys to see my face for a second. Oh, I'm not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, but I guess you all sleep for the night. I'd like
Jervis is gonna stay up.
I would like
Zach, your new username is not fucking helping.
Someone new
Fuck, I
joins
can't
the
laugh that
battle.
hard.
I'd like everyone, including Brock, to take a long rest. I owe it to him for him to be in pristine condition for wherever he is now. So, if everyone will go ahead and do that for me, please. That would, oh my god.
I think Bug is having trouble. Is struggling to believe there's a higher being right now.
Yeah. It hurts so bad.
It really does.
That went south so quickly.
And with that, you all rest. I want Drogos you to take a long rest as well, even though you didn't sleep. That would be great if you did that for me. And with that, I think we're gonna end tonight's session of Your Own Worst Enemy.
And that we are.
Alright. I just want the rest of this to play, by the way, for in memory of Ruth there, if that's alright.
Here we see him in Discord with his favorite catch, his prized fish.
Also, if I can retcon something that's not too important, I'm just gonna say that Darthak's trick didn't get burned, if that's okay.
Did you want someone to have it?
I really don't want Marv to die, so yeah.
Who do you want to have it?
I don't care. Whoever picks it out here.
No.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Rule of...
What's that?
I owe it to Ruth here. So yes, Darthak's trick stays and Marv is fine.
Wouldn't Jervis find it because he searched through?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Hopefully, in the future, we can give that to someone.
What's rule of cool?
That's been.
The rules, as written, are very specific. I like to play by the rules, which is unfortunately why brother left us. But I wanted to make things fair. I rolled the M choice on it, and Balazar made the call to use a weapon that created sound, and that is what woke everyone else up and summoned their revenant versions of themselves. It was complete by chance that Brock was outside of camp, which led to a 1v1 that turned south really quickly. It was bad rolls. But rule of cool is basically if it's something that the party's okay with, the DM's okay with, we're gonna change up the rules for an instance. So I owe it to Brock to have Marv stay alive. So the next trick is still there.
Wasn't everything taken off of him too? Before he went in the fire?
Yes, it would have been taken off as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
okay.
just wearing fine
Yeah.
clothes and my scroll pedigree.
And
Yes.
I'm keeping the recording still going since it's still an explanation. And I just want to say to Zach, I'm sorry for what happened to Brock.
I'm just glad that you let him die and didn't do anything against the rules to like save him, because I mean if he's gonna go down, I want him to go down. So
Well, now I feel bad for using the fucking spear, but it's all I had at the time.
It is
Yeah,
what
I
it
mean,
is.
you didn't know that, so.
I thought he was bluffing.
That's fair. He did seem like kind of an asshole.
I felt really bad when no one, went after him. Oh my god, I should have just let it go through. I
No,
really should've
no.
let it
See,
go
Brock
through there.
Brock was outside of the
happened.
camp because he was scared of people recognizing him around these parts. So that's why he was there.
So
At least we didn't lose 2 party members.
Ooh, yeah, Bug. Yeah, Bug.
Yeah.
That would have been so fun. Honestly,
Both of the healers.
both of them dying
Well,
would
if
be so
both
much
of them had
funnier.
gone down, I think we would have just called the campaign there and ended
No.
everything.
No.
So
Was that you that put that at the top of the map?
Huh?
Was that you that put breaking news? The only healers are both dying.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That was literally the only healer, because Brock was on like 1 health and Buck was in his deathbed. Like it's fun.
Brock could use lay on hands on himself.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
My favorite one I did was the veteran Sleepy.
I mean, like Brock has said many times, he knew to himself that he couldn't die because of his destiny, and if that he did die, there's evidence against the oracles, which is his whole purpose. So he was content either way.
And in death, he's found peace. And hopefully in death, he can find some greater life as the Coalition spreads word of him, as Bug composes songs and Ambrose creates some sort of meditation, as Mo steals things and says it was Brock instead of him, and as
Did I do that?
what?
Did I do that?
No, I was making a joke. I was trying to think of something each of us could do. And the only people I could think of were like the monk and the bard, so that I was like, well, which one's funniest?
Caden, and for everyone, but especially Caden, because he picked up the whole point of the holy symbol that was covered in the material.
Are you gonna tell them?
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah, that's probably a
Caden
good idea.
needs
I
to
don't know.
and,
They well, I mean, the characters won't know that, but yeah, we should all
Yeah.
we should know that.
So basically, it could bring someone back from the dead if Brock told everyone all of his like secrets and like actually like came out to them about who he really is.
Alright.
So there's that. So I'm not sure, you probably should talk with Michael, but
Yeah,
what
Michael,
it would do
you
for
and I can
you.
talk about it if you want, because I'm the one who made it.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go, guys. My mom's gonna be
Alright.
upset.
Alright,
Yeah.
bye.
I
It's
have
over.
to do the same for a little bit. I have to go do dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I might be back, probably. I'm not tired.
Well, so ends
This episode.
so ends another session.
Your own worst enemy.
Yep.
And then in parentheses, it's Brock. Brock is the
Yeah.
worst enemy we figured out.
And I'll get you guys your experience in just a moment.
How much XP did Brock get? Like dying
How
must
much
give you a
did
lot
he
of
get?
XP.
Yeah, I don't think you're
What's
helping
Brock's
Michael at all
favorite-
right now.
What's Brock's favorite number?
9.
Probably 10 million. Alright.
How much did he get to level 20? He dies, but in the last second he got to level 20.
Don't actually do that.
Uh.
in case Brock is brought back for any reason. But
I don't
I'm
plan on
sorry.
using the symbol to bring him
I'm
back.
Sorry, Zach. God, that hurts. Like legitimately, it's like
I'm-
losing a child.
Ever since I made them, I am incredibly excited about my backup character, and I'm so
Mhm.
glad that I get
I'm-
to use him.
I'm so
glad.
excited. I am so excited.
Me too.
We'll have to.
Oh, I've had this.
I feel bad for Dougal because now
Yeah.
he's trapped by people who don't know that Dougal's real. So he's just a helmet.
Oh no! What if no one put on the helmet?
Yeah, no, we did. we picked up the trident, the helmet, the
No, but
ashes, and the
what
war
if
pick.
like no one puts on that,
That's the thing.
like ever?
No one has
Yeah.
heavy armor proficiency, so no one will. So they're just gonna bury him in a hole forever.
Just the life of a helmet.
Uh-huh.
When you go survive, can you do another death save for me, please? Or roll another d10?
Oh,
I need to
sure,
know.
yeah.
I need to know.
I mean, it's a random chance.
Just
but-
take that.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
completely
But
random.
if you had Brock rolled.
Yep.
Okay. That doesn't utterly crush my soul. Combat ended. Why did I say to roll a death save? Oh my god. Combat was over. I should. Oh my god. But I've already done it, so I can't go back on it.
I mean, that's how it works, though. Even though combat's over, he's still dying.
Else to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The banana rotate.
I just want to say, Michael, I don't blame you for anything. You're being a good DM.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
mad or anything, really.
You know
So
what? Since
Yeah.
It felt fair.
do you
Very
know what the
fair, yeah.
challenge rating of all your base level like doppelgangers were?
Like 2.
6 Earth Love was 2. Retorb was 2. Challenge rating 2.
Yeah.
Ross Love was challenge rating 3. Owen was challenge rating 3. Gub was challenge rating 1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Isormo was challenge rating 3. So,
I just fucking fell in a fire with him, and he died.
And I got
That was so.
killed by a beam.
missed.
My expression
DM
literally hasn't changed from this.
I DM'd Zach when we were both dying, and I'm like, bro, I just got civil rights beamed, and you got turned into a Keebler cookie.
By the way, Michael, something about like passing. When I was saying like the detaching like the back panel on the splinter, that was the cue for Dragos to have his wings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I DM'd you about a while. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I didn't see
That was
it.
Don't worry about it.
God. I
You're always
should've-
on
I should've just
do not
put you right
disturb.
there. Like, come on. Like,
Don't worry
Okay,
about
so
it. No,
Nah.
you were being
perception
Is the record-
checks.
is the recording over?
No, it isn't. It's still going. I just want to, for everyone.
Let's end it here. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. End recording. Bam!
Thank no, it's Friday.